more of a cooldown session. You finished your encounter with the dragon, finished resting up and recovering anything that you needed to recover, and then continued on your way to the Moon Elf capital, Umalura. And on your way, you didn't seem to encounter too many issues. Eventually, after fairly long trek, uneventful and long trek to the city, you did eventually make it there. The grand city covered by eternal moonlight, a very calming atmosphere, despite the situations going on around it. As you progressed in the city, you each parted in different directions. Whisper and Reginald going to a bar and proceeding to get Reginald into a bar fist fight, to which he did win. Happy and Nyx just sort of wandering around town. Happy eventually stumbling upon a moonwell, a ceremonial moonwell that she saw a ceremony being performed on various wood elves, particularly a druid who was clasped in the leafy robes that are very familiar, looking very similar to Peleus. To which you saw him enter a very hypnotic state and emerge with a warm glow about him, which she later explained as the process of ascension, a process of which you go beyond your normal limitations within your personal being and sort of unlocking something that has always been there. Then Peleus went to, Frederick went to a very small post of the Astral Scholars, encountering 3 elves who seem to have been in heavy debate. Eventually, he had told them that his business there was strictly in research and looking for information on the various exploits of Mesdir or anything of that type. To which he did find some relatively useful information. I believe you found... oh boy. It's been a long week.
Well, the Dwagon is... The guy who has the mark I want is in the Crescent Island, and it's a Dwagon.
Yes.
And he's to make Slitch people, and being in his present murders people.
Right. And you also found out that Mesdir is definitively not the Guardian that you're looking for, though.
Which is nice.
It's not the Guardian you're looking for, as I wave my hand.
I mean, you're a bard now. You can basically do that.
Yeah, you're actually, like...
Nice.
We would actually prefer you do.
And then Peleus took off to the Royal Archives, one of the most secluded and vast knowledge bases on the entire face of the planet that is known. The very heavy restricted access, however, being lifted specifically for Peleus after he had brought the advisor to the king to vouch for him, and he had proceeded inwards to find information on the Guardians, their whereabouts, potentially on Mesdir, and some of the names that he may be looking for, to which he found quite a few, actually. The biggest one being mentioned several times was Kelvin, the primordial guardian of the Watermark, which he was told to seek out by some scribblings at the end of a page if he wished to learn any more information. Towards the end of his research, he had been approached by a very familiar figure who had taken his hood off and seemed very taken aback that he was there at the moment. His reaction, trying to play it cool, but we all know the player was freaking out internally. And after it was revealed that, yes, it is his sister, that is where we ended.
It's not been revealed.
It was totally reveled.
I'm
fairly
I don't
certain
remember
that I
that.
said it.
No. You said it had this a green eye and a blue eye.
Which
It was a
Peleus
she.
has.
I know, like, if you're like super smart, you can put it together, but it wasn't revealed. Spoiler alert.
I'm pretty sure Peleus had mentioned. I always remember you being the more studious of us.
That could mean anything.
It's his sister.
It's his sister.
I don't think there was any doubt.
I don't know. It could be his evil twin sister. Fuck.
And yeah, evil twin is still the sister. And Zeke just left, so we gotta wait until he gets back.
So we'll start with Reginald. Wait, he's gone too.
Reginald is currently in the bar. I believe he is still in the bar, correct?
He's currently be right back.
Oh.
No, I don't. I think we're still in there. I don't think we left because we had the whole fight, and then you went to the next storyline.
Yeah. After
so I think Whisper's crying in the corner, and
guys, I started playing Cookie Clicker like a week ago. Please save me.
It's too late.
I'm not even at the antimatter condenser yet, so I only got 2 time machines.
Okay.
There we go. So, you have just been approached and revealed by your sister, whom you have not seen for many years at this point. And she seems taken aback that you're here of all places.
Yeah. I'm just kind of sitting there, like, half straddling the bench, as I guess I kind of had turned towards her at some point. It's kind of like the unsure, kind of like half smile on his face, and he has no idea how to react in the moment. He's just kind of like, ha 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 ha, without the actual laugh.
And here I thought we were so close when we were younger.
Just kind of sits there, he doesn't know what to do.
She sort of leans down, her face getting right in front of yours as she waves a hand in front of you. Hello, are you there?
So I quickly try and pour alcohol into a glass. He stands up, eye level to her, and just says, "It has been some time." And then just hugs her.
Good pouring sound.
Yeah, right before you hug her, she's like, "Is that all you?" And then you pull her into a hug, and then she immediately hugs back. It's been so long. I can only imagine why you're here.
Peleus doesn't say anything for a moment. Just says to, like, hold on to her, and just all of the held in stress and all the shit for the past that's like 2 months, and he just like little tears come down, and he's just like, I shouldn't have left.
She starts patting your back a little bit. Brother,
Nice.
What's wrong? What's happened? He says, mixing a drink furiously.
No, he says, pouring his dice out. He doesn't say anything for a moment, and then cue cut to probably several hours of Peleus just laying everything out.
Yeah.
Except the only thing he wouldn't specifically state is Akura's parentage, but everything else. Like, everything that's happened in the past, like, half a century.
Demons included.
Demons included.
Okay. Well, it really sounds like you found yourself in an adventure.
That was the last thing I was looking for.
But it may have been the first thing that you needed.
I don't know what I needed. Or what I still need. I'm still lost.
You may be lost, but you're so grown up now. You can just see it in your eyes. Something happened. Something specific. You're different now.
Well, I found a few tricks, but the things I've seen are not. I doubt even mother and father would have came across things like these.
Speaking of mother, Peleus, I can't imagine that you have heard, for she hasn't told anyone, but mother isn't well.
Hmm?
You see her swallowing, trying to choke back tears, acting as strong as she can, but it's very apparent. Mother is drained. Something happened. Her connection to the arcane, to Storm, it's gone.
Elias just looked confused. He like this. It's not comprehensible for him.
She shakes her head, clearly confused at her own words. I can't explain exactly what happened, but one day after she came back from Ascendere, she seemed weaker. She held up a brave face, and I don't believe that anyone except for her and I know, but she's hurting, and it's not getting better. It's only getting worse.
I guess that explains this then, and he'll point to the books that he had gathered that reference the Storm Dragon. You were always too smart to dabble in those things without a good reason.
I wouldn't do it if I didn't think that I needed to. What do you know of these?
I know a small fraction. I know how to. I know the certain step to attain the Storm Dragon's location, but events outpaced me in being able to find it myself.
And she just seems to be at a loss right now. But moments of silence, she looks back up and says, "Is there any knowledge that you may have come across that you could give me? I know very little, even in all my studies."
How much was anything that I knew, was it in the books at all, or was it not there? Like needing to go to like finding the tallest mountain or whatever with the lake, and needing to talk to Serenus.
The needing the mountain, that was not in the books. The meeting with Serenus, that was not in the books. The blue dragon that Aqua had mentioned was also not in the books.
The blue dragon is his brother, if I'm remembering my notes right.
Yes. His younger, and she furrows her brow a little bit and then looks at you with a very determined expression. Are you here to stop me?
I was hoping to have done the hard work to have. For now, I think that this specifically, as horrible as it sounds, needs to be shelved. Because even if we wanted to pursue him, we can't get off this island.
You sort of see her grabbing her arm with her other hand, her claws or nails sort of digging into her skin in frustration. I knew you would say that, but don't understand. It's not just for Mother. It's for our people. It's for our cousins. We need someone like Mom. You know how strong she is.
I do, and I have also seen what leads to that horde at our doorstep. We cannot physically leave this continent. And to leave from anywhere but here would take months to get to the whirlpool, and whoever knows how long just to find the mountain. In the meantime, the city will be ash.
She almost begins trembling at this. If we leave this, though, it may be too late. If the power is completely gone within her, the spark, if it disappears, so may her life, and it won't simply come back with a simple spell. Her very essence is being drained. We don't have that much time.
He just thrusts a finger towards the books. There are other primordials here, as far as I can tell. If they can't help, then they could at least prolong whatever this is. But for all we know, this black behemoth on our northern shores is what's causing her to drain. If we, it's not a matter of me not wanting to help. And he's like mildly flustered. Like he doesn't. The fact of her needing his help is it like what the fuck? I don't know how we even begin to leave. The only thing I can think of is we need to kill this thing so that we can get out as quickly as possible. Because if we don't, we all die.
Do you think that simply fighting him is really an option?
No. He will kill us all. But there are pieces to an answer. I just can't see it. There's something here.
Then at least let me help.
Pelias just kind of smiles at her, and I don't know, he feels a little awkward at the moment. Just goes and sits down. Just kind of like sighs with like his rubbing his forehead.
Come on, man. She looks exactly like you.
I mean, you didn't give a full description.
Not one for secrets, as you can tell. As you go to sit down, she just sort of with a huff takes a seat next to or across from you and pulls another book out of her own collection. I wasn't lying. I didn't tear those pages out. I've been wondering where they may be.
Read those notes. Where my notes go?
But I do have information on some of the others that you may want.
He just kind of cocks an eyebrow towards her.
In our time apart, I've been here in the capital, studying, learning as much as I can about defense and offense, and trying to learn how to be like Mother, how to learn to repel these forces. And it was across those studies that I found information about these. The first of which the king had confided in me, and I think may be a good place to start. Not only for Mother, she sort of chokes as she says that, but it may be a start to turning this war around. I believe you saw mention of the primordial dragon of water, Kelvin, right?
Yes.
Those scrabbled notes, I've yet to determine the identity of the person who put those in the book, but obviously his intentions were wholesome or misleading. But I believe following those directions may be our only choice. I believe the primordial dragon of water may be able to offer us assistance.
My thoughts also went to the silver one in the north. If he considers himself a protector of Akura, Akura itself is threatened.
Well, that is also true. That requires more travel. You should know the entrance to the plane of water is only days away, whereas travel back to the north would be weeks, possibly months.
I know. I know where the water one is. I know where the water one is. I fucking live by it.
Yeah.
Well, there are two of us now. And I had made a suggestion to the king the last time I saw him that you be sent north anyway.
So, you wish me to seek the silver dragon out?
It couldn't help. It couldn't hurt if you had some companions of your own. The king had in mind a few that he could send with you.
The king won't be back for months.
Well, messages can be sent readily, easily.
I suppose you're right.
There also is the matter of the patron of our northern cousins.
You had mentioned. Did you tell her everything?
I told her fucking everything.
Okay.
I told her literally everything.
I just want to be sure.
Yep.
I still find that somewhat hard to believe, but you have no reason to lie.
I can prove it to you once we're out of here.
You said she wishes to be taken to the north, far north, to the throne.
The
Throne of the
one
world.
in the flesh. Wait. Oh, yes.
The one in the flesh wanted to be taken directly to the Snow Elf King.
Yep.
The one in the necklace wanted to go to her familia and the throne of the world.
Yes. She does, but my concern is with the one that's here in the flesh heading northward. Who knows what she will do? Especially if most of the power resides within her other half.
I may be able to stop Thelval, perhaps with the right papers and the right authentication, can act as a sort of diplomat for you, the ones who have experienced what is truly going on.
That is what I had suggested to the king, for merely the sake of getting you away from these, from the Storm Dragon path until I could come assist. But I did not know the circumstances at the time.
She sort of crosses her arms and looks away. You know, you always know how to make things difficult.
I'm good at it. It's my superpower.
She grins. Well, I suppose you have a point in that we have matters that need to be addressed first. But don't expect me to stop after we're done.
He just cocks an eyebrow and says, "Did I ever suggest otherwise?"
It's hard to tell with that cynical look on your face.
He just does the I don't know what it's called. It's that, like, the hands up in the air to the side, like shrug, mischievous kind of look on his face.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, like the
Yeah, that
which brings out another chuckle. Fine, fine. You have me wrapped up in your little plan. I'll speak with the advisor and have the proper preparations for me being sent to the North then.
Let's see about that now then. I imagine there are some who would be curious to see of who my information source is in the capital.
I'm sorry, repeat that?
I said, let's take care of that now then. Because I believe I have a few others who would be curious to meet my information source. Yeah, that.
Okay. Yeah, no, I knew exactly what you were talking about. Well, okay then. It's better to start now than when it's too late. And she gets up, begins walking out of the library.
He walks beside her. I imagine something that they did even as kids that just like they just fall into again as they like perfectly mirror each other.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Twins. Okay. So, considering that took hours, let's head back to Whisper and Reginald. Reginald, you are back, I assume? JT back?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
back.
All right. So you had ordered a couple drinks and ordered one for your KO'd friend on the floor there. After the bodies had begun being cleaned up and brought to different rooms to rest until they wake up and then be charged afterwards, regardless of whether they have the coin or not. That's an often common way of how they make their coin here. The barmaiden begins to ask you a couple questions, just the usual. So why are you in town, etc., etc. But then it you notice it does begin to get or push to a later hour, which Whisper you would definitely notice as Reginald is talking the day away, essentially. And still no exact words from any of your companions.
Wait, no exact words? What do you mean?
Like, you haven't heard anything from anyone yet. The groups.
Oh,
have been
nobody's
very
checked
much-
in, right?
Yeah.
I can't remember from last time. Did we have a check-in time?
No, not specifically. It's just been several hours, which is no one has really said anything to set up a check-in time, essentially.
Okay, but I am noting it's getting like okay. So
Yeah, it's getting
effectively,
late.
he's gonna sort of lightly tap Reginald on the shoulder and say hey Reggie, listen, bro. I think it's getting a little late. We might want to get up with the rest of the group now that we know what we're gonna do here.
Oh, I suppose so. Excuse me, miss, but I must take my leave.
Of course, Reginald.
And I will take her hand and then kiss it. And then go with Whisper.
Make a persuasion check real quick.
Nice. By the way, Whisper just sort of rolls his eyes.
She doesn't stop you, but as you do so, she kind of chuckles and rolls her eyes a little bit.
Of
You
course.
can tell this is a common thing for probably a lot of moon elves in general to do in the area due to their nature.
Wait. Can I give him my inspiration?
No. Unfortunately, your inspiration is for you.
Oh, because a 23, man.
After you, Whisper.
All right.
No, like, go ahead. I'll sort of hang back a bit, make sure that nobody's following us or anything like that. Although,
don't worry
with the
about
show
that.
that you put on, I don't think I have to worry about it too much. And I guess I've got this cheetah here, so yeah, okay, never mind. And he sort of just walks out with the cheetah in tow.
So, the three of you begin to exit the tavern, and as you do so, Reginald, you bump into your brother, and you see him sort of rolling his eyes, looking from tavern to tavern before realizing that you're right in front of him.
Frederick, how are you, my friend? My
Hi,
brother.
Reggie. That's good. I talked to the scholars.
And did you find anything out?
I found out more about what I've been looking for.
Well, I got into a bar scuffle like usual.
That
Fantastic.
sounds about right. Did you win?
Of course I won. Come on.
Whisper, did he win?
He won, but for a minute there, I wasn't thinking he was gonna.
That sounds about right.
Please, got to keep the audience on the edge of their chairs.
All right, it was totally intentional. I get that. You're a good performer. Maybe I could use you in one of my shows.
Maybe.
We should probably find everybody.
Agreed.
So while I'm out here, because just sort of being a guy from the, like basically living in a forest type person, he likes sort of the gambling and the drink of the city, but he's still always sort of not trusting. So Whisper is a little worried that based on the kind of place that they were at, he is a little worried that someone's going to try and follow them. So he's going to try and remain observant of his surroundings as they go look for the rest of the group.
Okay, go ahead and make me a perception check. You don't see anything too out of the ordinary. As you're leaving the bar, you do see a couple eyes sort of shift over to Reginald, but they seem to be the same people who were cheering for him earlier and just sort of kind of sad to see him leave, as he was such an entertaining event earlier.
All right.
But as you actually leave the bar, because it's nighttime, which, strangely enough, it doesn't look any different to you outside. It's still the same moonlight that's been shining all day. But the streets are noticeably emptier than they were before, as a lot of time has passed, and you imagine most people have gone home for their rest at this point.
All right, sounds good.
You see some merchants still packing up their goods, and a couple of villagers on their way to their homes, but it's quiet at the moment, as opposed to the fairly good-willed and rowdy sounds that had been bellowing through the streets earlier. Even the music that was playing throughout the streets has seemed to die down a little bit.
All right.
Okay, so where do you guys end up going?
What would our options be?
Well, we gotta find everybody, so
Yeah, Peleus is still gone. Happy and Nyx are still out and about across the town.
Before Peleus had left, he had tried to wrangle at least one in that everybody would beat at eventually. He didn't put a time on it. That's what I attempted to do.
I think, at least for Whisper, he's going to sort of head that way, and if the brothers, yeah, if the brothers sort of aren't following along, he's going to sort of nudge them in that direction unless they've got a better idea.
Okay. So do you all follow Whisper then?
oh well, we just follow him. I do.
Okay. So
me and all my friends, the royal we, as it were.
So you all wander the streets, and eventually you do come across a fairly nice bar. This one being called the Whispering Moon. It seems to be a medium-sized tavern, not really. It seems to be more of an inn than a tavern. More of a place to stay than a place to get a drink. Typical Moon Elven architecture, though, very well crafted, very comfortable. It's got a sort of mixture between a Gothic and Greek design almost, with the same types of like pillars and columns, but with the more Gothic like roofs and buildings. So you sort of stand outside for a little bit until Happy and Nyx, do you begin to make your way back to the inn that Peleus would have specified?
Yeah, sure.
Was there anything else you wanted to do? It is getting late, so keep that in mind.
Okay, yeah, I'll go
Was there
back.
anything else you wanted to do? All right. And then Peleus. It is getting late, so you keep that in mind. Go through the motions with your
Okay, yeah,
sister.
I'll go
Was there
back.
anything else you wanted to do? Essentially, finding the advisor, I imagine.
I'm assuming I'm following her lead.
Okay. Yeah, she would lead you there. And after you had a brief conversation with him about the state of what's going on, and explain that she needs, or she is hoping to essentially act as a diplomat in Telval before continuing to the north further to go on a fairly important quest considering the current state of what's going on. He seems in somewhat disbelief that this would all work, however. And he says, I understand you are trusted by the king, but you understand that asking for me to send some of our best soldiers, it's madness. We need our people here in case the invasion spreads.
The invasion will spread. And we need to find a way to cut the head off the snake. If not, well, there won't be anyone left to defend the city. We'll put it that way.
But
I've seen the thing that's coming for us.
I know and I believe that the terror is real, but if they come here, you know of our armies. We don't have many people.
It is a gamble. I didn't expect it to be an easy one, but if you need, consult the king. See what he wishes to do. We can only ask. It's ultimately his choice.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, Jesus. All right, what dice? Haven't rolled any of you, so I don't know how you're doing tonight.
The blue one.
I don't have a blue one.
The red one.
That's bad. Where's my persuasion? That's a 9.
Peleus, I know you have this land's best interest in heart, but I simply don't believe that I can let that many people, that many important people leave. Not now.
You won't even ask the king what he wishes?
I will consult with him, but he's a difficult man to message even myself. He doesn't take messages for safety reasons.
Did Aqua have the ability to message? She had the ability to message, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She could send. She was sending to
All right. And I suppose we'll figure out some other way. Then he'll just look to his sister and then nod towards the exit.
I'm sorry, Peleus.
He doesn't even respond. He's walking away.
Your sister will take her lead towards the door. Crestfallen slightly, she says, I know it may seem unreasonable, but he does have a point.
I am aware, and it makes sense, but do you have another idea? Because I don't.
I could set out on my initial plan.
Leave alone?
I'm far from helpless.
I am aware. But what stands between us and the North is much bigger than anything you've fought, and I barely made it out alive. Though you would arguably do better. Definitely, probably do better. But
I have someone I may be able to talk to.
at that, he looks at her and gives her the biggest of eyebrow raises. They're like, oh, really, look.
Yes. If you must know. It is our friend.
Oh, fuck.
our friend.
Fuck. Hang on. Now I gotta look.
This is Peleus's fault.
I mean, I sent it to you in messages. I assumed it got edited somewhere. Fuck.
I rely on you to have your own fucking info and your goddamn backstory.
Has it
I
been
mean,
2 hours?
I had just thrown it out there as an idea. I was letting you do whatever you will with it. I assumed if you wanted to make it a thing, you would have taken it.
I cleared it.
Hang on. Okay, insert name. I'll find it. We can move. Oh, hang on. I found it.
Okay.
I was just gonna call him Charlie.
Charlie found Candy Mountain.
It's interesting you said that. I was going to say, just call him Chuck.
Chuck. Okay. Our friend Alavir.
He immediately looks disappointed. He thought he was going to give his sister sit. He's like, oh, well. Kind of just continues walking.
She's brash at times, but she's very protective of her friends.
Well, she hasn't changed very much then.
No, not at all. In fact, she's quite childish still. But she is one of the most trustworthy people that I know, and one that will happily help in this endeavor.
When she said childish, Peleus gave her a look and was about to say some probably mildly humorous remark, but then shuts his mouth and just keeps walking.
I will send a message, or I will do my best to contact her, as she is currently in Asundare as a defender. She even expressed interest in joining the Vanguard.
They would do well with her. But who knows? Maybe he just begins thinking of trying to figure out travel days and how long he thinks it'll take to get to the plane of water and blah 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 blah.
It will take some time on both ends. The war is pressing, but days go by nonetheless.
Indeed.
I will send a message, and I will be on my way. You and your friends, you must make contact. You must be the ones to find an ally in this dragon.
We'll do what we can, but as you saw by back there, I'm still not the greatest with people.
That's what your friends are for.
And then he thinks of all his friends. And it's like,
He thinks
This
if
is gonna
only
be
Lowick was
interesting.
there, you know?
Only Lowick was there. Like, well,
You'll
figure that out in the morning. For now, and he just grabs her by the arm and begins pulling her towards the inn for alcohol.
Brother, I have
Nope.
research.
It's been half a century. You can have a drink with me.
Fine. And she takes her arm away, but begins to follow you. Somewhat enthusiastically. And as you all are sort of getting a little bit tired of waiting outside for some word from Peleus and are about to just head into the inn to get some rooms.
When they get to be about 100 feet from it, Peleus is going to turn to a cat and sit on his sister's shoulder.
Okay, so you do that, and you all see what could only be described as a female Peleus, although much more beautiful, approaching with a large cat, not large, a decent-sized cat on her shoulder, with the same speckled eyes that Peleus has.
Wait, did we see Peleus come in and change, or I may have missed that, or did we do that before they came in?
Since you were looking out, go ahead and make me a perception check.
I was gonna ask if Frederick was able to notice the eyes.
Go ahead and make me an intelligence check.
Just intelligence?
Yeah.
Get wrecked, mate. Boop. Oh,
Get
fuck.
wrecked, mate.
Get wrecked, mate. I'm busy. Copying my spell in the middle of the road.
Critical fail.
I did do it, so that was a long way away, so I would be out of sight.
I'm talking about the eye.
You said 100 feet specifically, and I believe that Whisper with a 600-foot range on his longbow, he would be able to see 100 feet away with the proper
In the middle of a dark, moon-lit city?
Yeah,
With all the
you,
people walking around?
it may be moonlit. There are not a lot of people walking around, which I specified earlier.
And he is an elf.
And he's an elf with dark vision.
Elf Ranger with dark vision.
Elf Ranger with dark vision, whose specialty is tracking humanoids, so technically he would have advantage on that. You do see...
And who rolled a
Peleus.
23.
Yeah, and rolled a 23. You do see Peleus shaping into a cat and climbing upon this strange woman's shoulders, noticing that Frederick is pretty nose deep in his scroll and in his spell book to really pay attention to anything around him, and Reginald pretty much admiring the bruises on his knuckles from his fight earlier.
Okay, and so we weren't in the tavern yet. We were all converging and happened to notice it.
Yeah.
Okay. So from what I know of him, I'm going to take note and say this is curious, but I am not going to say anything.
Okay, fair enough. So this lady approaches and says, you wouldn't all happen to know an elf named Peleus, would you?
Peleus. Could you describe him?
Frederick will look up and be like, "Oh, Peleus, did someone put a spell on you?"
Oh, nice.
No, I'm not he.
Okay.
My name is Valina. Hope I didn't butcher that.
Valinia.
Valentina. Valinia.
What business have you got looking for him?
Well, he's my brother.
I begin playing with her hair and just trying to give her instant bedhead.
Stop that.
Is that your familiar?
No.
Oh.
Just a stray cat that I picked up on the side of the road.
Did you say you're his sister? Did you guys know he had a sister?
Of course he didn't tell you. Yes, I'm his sister. Twin sister.
Oh, you're quite the looker there too, yeah.
The cat begins growling.
Well,
Oh, there, Kitty. It's all right. Don't worry. I'll be gentle with her. Can I buy you a drink, young lass?
Whisper, maybe. What's your cheetah's name? I forget.
Actually, as you mentioned Shiva, by the way.
Shiva, thank you.
As you mentioned Shiva and looked down at the cat, as the cat on her shoulder begins growling at Whisper, Shiva begins growling up at the cat, which is...
Frederick was going to say, maybe Shiva would play with the familiar cat.
I think they'd be really good friends. Hey, Kitty, would you like to come play with Shiva?
The cat is just staring at you.
She actually begins to take you off her shoulders.
I do like what any cat would do, and I begin biting her hand.
Make an attack roll.
Shield.
That's cocked.
Shield.
13 plus something. I don't know what the cat's stats are.
That'll hit. However, she's going to make a con save to try to endure the pain, which is a first cult roll of the night. She endures it.
It would be plus cat's dexterity is 15.
So +2. Yeah, that'll hit. But she endures the pain with a natural 20 and just grabs you, scruffles your hair a little bit, and then hands you off to Whisper.
Wait, and then hands the cat to me?
The instant I'm in his hands, I fucking turn back and I fucking slap him.
I just dropped the cat.
Yeah,
oh, no.
And then as the cat begins to touch your hands and you just don't even have a grip, Peleus immediately shifts back, being right in front of you, and then goes to make an attack roll. Goes
Wait,
to slap you.
He's slapping me, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
18 plus something. I don't know what this a slap would be.
I imagine
my
it's
strength.
great.
Yeah, my AC is
so-
18, so 18 would hit.
Unless you have
Yeah.
a -1 to strength.
No, I have a +1 to strength. So
Yeah,
that's-
he's. Yeah,
Wait,
that's
in
a
cat
hit.
form?
no,
No,
human
it was
form.
human form.
Oh, he's
Elf
human
form.
now.
Elf form.
Okay.
And he shapes back, and then he just goes in immediately for a right across the face. Kind of feel the sting a little bit.
It's not. It's less of a like full arm smack. It's like a quick like his hand darts up and like no.
Ugh.
Definitely
takes his
stings a
place.
little bit.
I definitely.
Takes his place.
Whisper definitely sort of drops the cat and was like, "You got to be kidding me!" And I sort of like give the cat
You got a flutter going on.
You're
a look.
robot.
Oh crap!
Buzz.
Sorry.
You're good now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so you didn't hear what I said? Yeah. So,
Okay.
Ah! Got a
What
flutter.
happened?
You're a
It's still
robot
there.
again. It stopped for like a second and then came back.
Oh, is it still doing it now?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh no! I'm sorry. I don't know why. Well, I don't know how much of this you can hear of
There
me.
we go.
But he, Whisper like sort of drops the cat and like sort of like points at him with and gives him an eye like trying to get across like I know your secret.
Didn't he shape back?
Yeah, then I shape back and smack him in the face.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, he just slapped you. That's what the roll was for.
That was as his elf form.
Oh,
Just
okay.
slapped you.
I think I missed the He changed
Yeah, no,
form type. Okay.
He shifted back right in front of you, and with the momentum of that, he like went and slapped your face.
Got it.
Well,
And it stings a little bit.
and then I take my place back by my sister, and we immediately fall back into the mirroring thing just to unsettle people because it amuses us.
All right. Well, in that case, then Whisper just looks at him and gives a grin with a wink.
He's just shaking his head.
Are we going inside for drinks or not? Because if not, I'm going to go back and study.
If she goes to turns away, he just kind of like grabs her again and then drinks.
Oh, come on, lassie. Come on and have a drink. The night is young. How long have you been guys been apart? Because we've been with Peleus for a bit now, so I'm sure it's been a few months.
50 years.
50. And Whisper just sort of like turns and starts to walk into the tavern.
Can we go in now?
Yes, please.
Okay.
She shakes her head and begins walking into the tavern.
Peleus does one last little like flick at the back of her head to give her more bedhead.
As soon as you do this, she turns around immediately and says, "Do it again. I dare you."
His hand goes up
snap.
and then back down. The instant she turns away, he like does it again.
Shield. And then she just walks into the tavern, essentially doing that thing that girls with really long hair do when they like flip their hair and it smacks you in the face.
Peleus can't help but chuckle.
All right. So, one sec. You do it. It's your sister.
Huh?
The chat.
How to spell your sister's name?
As you all walk into the tavern, or the inn rather, the innkeeper is a as expected, a moon elf, younger looking man. Not that you can really tell age for moon elves, anyways. He has darker hair, sort of a dark gray, fading into black at the ends, with some very speckled blue eyes. And he says, "Welcome to the Whispering Moon. What can I do for you? How many rooms?"
I don't know.
I imagine you're staying here for the night.
How big are the rooms?
We have singles, doubles, 2 twins.
Brother.
Have you got something that can accommodate like 7 or 8 people and a couple of critters?
Not in one room, but I can give you several.
I assume Reginald would be okay with sharing a room with Frederick, but
Yes,
he's not
brother.
here.
It would be more than acceptable to share a room, as we did so when we were younger, and our parents were still figuring things out.
Oh, okay. It's not at all how it went, but okay. Good try.
Hey,
yeah,
man.
no, we'll say you
didn't give me those details.
That's fair. I mean, we're rich. It's fine. No, we'll share a room. Like whatever, double room.
Sounds good. And don't worry, I'll foot the bill.
Okay.
Oh, for all of us? Thank you, Frederick.
Wait.
I did.
Reginald.
Tremendous. Love it. Thank you very much. It's too kind.
Well, of course. It's the least that I could do.
Brother, do you need me to... I can get it.
Alright, I'll take my own room then. I'll take a double.
No, I should be able to more than cover it.
Okay.
And then the innkeeper says, well, for each of you, I imagine 2 to 1 room. That'll be roughly 20 gold pieces. Meals included for the rest of tomorrow as well.
That sounds fine.
Right. Of course. And he slowly approaches the counter and he slams the gold on the counter. Now, for all my friends, you have rooms for the night. Now, shall we drink?
Huzzah!
I'm not paying for all of your drinks.
Where's
That's
our
fine. I'd like to buy the first rounds on Whisper.
Essentially, your rooms are just going to be in it's a 2-story inn. The A complex, C complex, and the A complex, B complex, and C complex. Essentially, they just lead into different hallways that each lead into a second story. You are all staying in the C complex.
Well, I will go to my room, bring my Skellington friends.
No drinks?
And
you're just gonna go?
I don't drink.
Brother doesn't partake too much in the...
I don't drink.
Mom always told me, never trust the man who doesn't drink. Come have a drink with us.
Then don't trust me. And I go to my room.
Boy.
He's always been like that.
Oh, sorry to hear that. I was just sort of kidding with him. I thought it would get... I've actually never met someone that didn't drink.
I always found it strange myself.
Arthur, drink for everybody else then on Whisper.
Brothers and sister, I imagine, already wanted to find the alcohol.
I mean, it's at the innkeeper's desk, essentially. There's not really a bar, like a very set bar. There's tables for people to sit at, but there's not like a tavern-style bar. It's just essentially a couple drinks behind the counter. And the Moon Elf begins to take out some bottles and pours some pours some rounds into them, delivers them to your table.
How much is that?
For all of covering all of you, I would say probably about 5 gold.
Okay, no problem. I'll take it off.
Before they drink the inn's liquor, Pelias will pull out the last remaining flask that he has from when he left home originally, takes a swig, and then hands it to his sister.
If you insist. She greedily takes the flask and finishes it off.
It's just kind of like, the last I had.
No, she chugs the rest of it.
Oh, that's just absinthe.
Yeah. You didn't tell her that.
I assumed she knew.
So, let me roll a quick con save for her. Couple, actually. Wow.
She beefy as fuck, yo.
Not even. She's just rolling really good. That's a 17, a 20, and a 22.
It takes it like a champ.
Yeah, it like doesn't even seem to phase her. You see like a little bit of a flush, but she doesn't seem like super discombobulated.
I do the super like annoying brother thing, and I kind of like I go up real close, I open up her eyes, I use like produce flames, I kind of like get a light in her eye and like inspect and see how she's she's still alive, and just to mess with her because it's been a very long time and he's enjoying himself.
That's too bright. Get that out of my face, brother.
He just flicks it out and takes his drink.
Yeah, Happy's here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is she partaking in the drinks?
Sure.
Is Nick drinking at all?
I'll be nearby watching.
Okay.
Do I have to make a con save?
Not unless you're drinking a lot.
Okay. Well, I'm just sipping.
Okay.
Reginald, we're gonna be roommates again.
I literally go to leave to throw up because I'm sick as shit, and I come back to me having bought everyone's rooms. What the fuck did you do, Colton?
It wasn't what I did. It was what the rest of the party did.
Oh my!
I was innocent.
You
I didn't
shitters!
say anything.
You
I said
fucking
it was perfectly
shitters!
fine. Honestly, I literally have 2,000 gold in the bag and 50 platinum, and I'm just sitting on money. But you offered to pay.
Okay. I'm sorry I interrupted. What? Continue.
To be fair, you offered to pay for the brothers' rooms, and then Pelias went, "Oh, you're paying for all of us? Cool, thanks."
You little shit, Zeke. You little shit.
Frederick wasn't gonna stop you. He's amused.
And I
Mr.
figured
sort of drove the point
Reginald
home.
was the kind of guy who would do it.
Yeah, probably.
He is.
Yeah,
You little
basically.
shits. You little shits.
It's 20 gold if you need it back. Just ask your brother for an allowance.
I don't need another. One of my characters doesn't need another allowance. Okay.
All right. So you all enjoy a pretty happy night of drinking. Reginald's a little flustered at the amount of money that he just spent paying for everyone's rooms, but he couldn't say no to the free drinks, so he ends up enjoying it in the end, I imagine. Frederick stays in his room and copies down his new spell, and the rest of the crew essentially gets to meet Pelias' sister, who's apparently very, very good at taking drinks.
Yeah,
She's
Pelias had a
down.
look of horror on his face when she did that.
She downed half a flask of absinthe, or
Absence.
Absent.
You
Absent.
said it right. You said-
Abstinence.
Oh, abstinence.
Abstinence? Oh, no.
Absent. And she also takes a couple glasses of wine before it really starts to bog her down.
That's Whisper's kind of lady.
Those elves, huh?
So, Colt, do you need how many cons checks do you need me to roll?
Knowing
All of
you, I would like 4 of them.
Okay. I'm getting my dice out. Please, purple dice, don't betray me tonight. Don't do it.
One.
Shut up.
One.
Shut up. Okay, the first one is a 7.
Dead.
Okay.
Natural 1.
Okay.
Fuck. Second
So-
one is
Yeah. Go ahead.
a 23.
20. Okay.
Third one is a 9.
Okay.
And fourth one is an 8.
Okay.
Isn't Constitution
So-
your second highest thing?
Yeah. Reginald Downs. A full He just takes the bottle, begins chugging it, good natured. He had a few drinks earlier, and he is still not fully recovered from it. And then for a second it seems like he can take more as he downs a couple more glasses. This time just some normal ale. And then he returns back to the wine because he's like, I'm done having a break with that easy stuff. And then he downs like another full bottle of wine, which the house is kind of impressed by until your red face turns into more of a green face. And then at the end of the night, as you're walking to your room and being escorted by Whisper, you just dazed and just like, Whisper, I feel
Does
right
Frederick
on
hear
your
this?
yeah, they're like right outside your door at this point.
I'll come out.
God.
Look at it. Look at the mess.
Take care of your bro. I'll clean this off. It's no big. Aye.
This
Frederick, you
this
should
is-
join us next time for
Brother-
a drink. It was marvelous.
Brother, I suggest you stop talking. I'm not using this phone, I'm just actually suggesting he stops talking. Whisper, this is why I don't drink. And I'll press to digitate and clean everything up.
Oh, that was awesome. Thank you very much. And I'll tell you what, this is why I drink. And then he heads back to the bar.
Whisper, I would also like you to make me some con saves.
Oh, crap.
I would like 3 from you.
Alright. Let me get these.
I lay Reginald down like a bippy.
1,
Reginald, roll me 1 final con save.
2. Oh, crap.
I'm taking bets. What do you think it's going to be?
Less than 5
A
on the
13.
roll. I don't know what the addition will be.
It's gonna be
Fuck
13.
this game. Natural 1. Are you shitting me?
So you do feel some more throw up, like rushing up, but as soon as it like exits your mouth, Frederick just already has his hand ready, not even looking at you, and uses prestidigitation.
No,
and just
no.
basically.
He'd shield it off of him. He wouldn't.
Oh, he shields it, and then from the shield, it bounces back and hits you right in the face.
I'm out.
Oh,
And
man.
then it knocks you out. The smell just being too much.
Oh my god. What?
So that.
So Whisper, you start off, and it's definitely getting to you. As soon as you go back to the bar after dropping off Reginald's, you feel the flush take over your face. But as you continue, you're like, this is exactly how it always goes. It starts off rough, but then you learn how to hold your liquor depending on what you drink. It's like a case by case basis. You got to test out the waters before you know how to hold it. And with your professional drinking skills, you manage to hold back any kinds of bile that may be rushing up. And you're actually managing yourself pretty well. You're pretty confident you won't wake up with a hangover the next day.
Sweet. And are there any ladies around?
It's an inn right now.
Yeah,
Right
but
now,
sometimes there's like folks sort of sitting at the bar.
right. At the moment, it's pretty late. So most of the people who are here have gone to bed. There are a couple people here and there. A lot of them seem to be travelers. You actually see kind of an odd sight. You see a female gnome at one of the tables sitting next to a snow elf, also female. And then at a different table, you see a couple moon elves who probably passing through to go to another city or something like that.
Alright, well, Whisper's totally gonna go over to the gnome and kind of just say, "Hey, how you doing? Trying to play it cool," even though he's probably a little drunk.
Definitely a little drunk. And as you approach her, she looks up and says, well, I'm actually in town. I'm supposed to be taking the next ship off to Mayan, but my ship was delayed, and so I'm here. I'm spending the time here with my friend, and I've been here for a while, but I think my ship will be cleared soon.
Oh, what's taking you there?
Well, I'm part of a division of the Guild, the Clockwork Eye. You've probably heard of them. And I'm supposed to be working as an engineer for one of the airships that's in development right now.
That's really sounds freaking cool. And yes, do you mind if I join? I'd love to hear about some of the stuff if you could talk about it. And just as an FYI, Whisper's he's not like playing like the hard, trying to get him. He's truly interested in what she's got to say.
Right. So yeah, she sort of fidgets her thumbs a little bit, and then she looks over to her snow elf friend, and she smiles and nods her head and says, "Yeah, I think that would be totally fine."
Ah, thank you much. Tell me about these airship sims. I'm not sure I've really heard about them. I'm you know, hey, 3 drinks over here, please. And really, he's just gonna like kind of chat with them and sort of find out like who they are and where they're going and what they're doing.
Yep.
You know, sort of like a bard, like collecting information.
Right. So throughout the course of the conversation, not in a sort of patronizing manner, really, but in a sort of, she can kind of tell you're drunk, so she's trying to speak a little bit more slowly, concisely, and clearly.
Whisper appreciates it.
But she does tell you about essentially what an airship is. It's a zeppelin of sorts, powered by steam and fire elementals.
Oh, I used to know a guy who'd probably love knowing about this. Where is he now?
You haven't seen him. But yeah, it's essentially the newest form of travel that's being developed at the moment. It's expediting travel immensely. The first test ships have already taken off, and their efficiency is amazing. It outpaces ships by a ton. It's able to cut down a month's journey into like a week and a half.
That's freaking amazing. And is this something where just like only like big kingdoms can carry these things, or do you think like the common man will have access to this thing one day? Maybe one day soon.
The Clockwork Eye works in full independence of any government, so a lot of our technology is used for public transportation, public use, and occasionally we sell them to the government for warfare, but usually not for interracial warfare, except for the case of what's going on now, which they kind of need.
Oh, I'm not thinking from like fighting and stuff. I'm thinking, you know, imagine like so many people like to like just explore the regions and look around and how useful this would be, or if you're a ranger taking care of some land that you could observe from above and have such great visibility. I'd love it.
Well, perhaps if you ever meet me here in the city of Aquinas, where I'm going to be stationed, I can give you a little sneak peek of the airship.
That would truly be wonderful. What's your name, young lass? My name's Whisper, and I'd love to make your acquaintance.
Cynthia Steamgear.
It sounds so great.
It was really a pleasure to meet you. Your curiosity is touching.
I just really like to know about stuff, and he sort of does like a little bit of a slight bow where he twirls his hand towards her and says, "Hey, my group's a really good one. If you ever need anything, I don't know how you'd look us up, but we're always available for good folk like you trying to make the world a better place."
That would be nice, I think.
And so at whatever moment it sort of seems like it's starting to have a natural breaking point, Whisper, with that interaction sort of takes his leave and makes his way back to the bar and looks around and sees if anybody else is hanging out.
Actually, as you go to leave, you kind of feel a tug on your sleeve. And as you look back, you see she's kind of blushing. She's like, I kind of wanted to hear some stories that you might have.
Oh, lassie, have I? And he sort of like turns the chair around and sits down. I've got some lovely ones to tell you, and sort of, in a flourishing way, without giving away like incriminating details of like, because Whisper sort of looks at it as being, since these are ongoing events, they could compromise whatever it is they're trying to do. But he portrays sort of some of the events that have occurred lately, like with the dragon and the big group of orcs and all the bits in between and the elementals, to try and sort of weave a wonderful tale of sort of their adventures.
She, as you do tell these tales, she seems very truly enthralled, and she says, I really, really admire adventurers like yourselves, that they have so many amazing tales.
It's great, lass. We go out there and we do because we love the adventure and excitement. But I got to tell you what, it's folk like you that are out there making this place a better place, doing stuff that I really love. Oh, and by the way, I've got a room with an extra bed or two if you and your friend need a place to stay. I don't know if you've got a room tonight if you're just hanging out.
That would be nice.
So he'll let them know where his room is, and he's sort of going to be a gentleman about this. And so, like, by him giving him their room, however things play out tonight, Whisper will end up maybe like sleeping outside, which he'll probably be more comfortable with anyway, with his big cat.
Right. As you go to leave this time, you do you hear a couple little whispers and even a couple giggles as you leave and go to find the next table.
But giggles from them, or?
Yeah.
Oh, well, he just gets a smile on his face then, because he's made some folk happy tonight.
All right. Anyone else doing anything?
I want to do something.
Go ahead.
Happy, feeling a little like buzzed from the alcohol. She's just kind of leaning back in her chair and she's like, this is boring. And she like puts down her palms on the table and she's just looking around and says, someone arm wrestle me. You're gonna catch these claws. As she like looks down at her palms.
Peleus immediately looks at his sister and kind of is like, hmm?
No. I don't. No.
You're gonna with me? Really?
You're going full robot.
I was gonna say that was like totally robot. I'm not the only one.
Rip.
Oh no!
Welcome back.
Oh yeah, she dropped for a sec.
Hello?
How about now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're
we
good.
got you.
Okay. So she's just like, pretty lady, are you gonna fight me? Fight me! And she's like slapping her palms together like a little kid.
Is this to Peleus' sister?
Let us touch hands.
Yeah, you're breaking up because we didn't hear. I think you said something before that. Didn't hear it.
All we heard is we're touching hands.
That's it.
It might be your internet breaking up.
I don't know. Am I still robotic?
There we go.
No,
You're
now
good
you sound perfect.
All she's just saying is,
Ah, there it goes. God damn it.
Oh man, and this has
Why
never
not?
happened before.
No.
No.
what the fuck is happening? Do I sound okay?
Yes.
Yeah, you do.
You sound wonderful.
For now.
Come on, be positive.
Okay. So repeat it one more time.
She's just saying, let us touch hands, as she's like reaching out. She wants to arm wrestle.
She looks at this, considers it for a few moments, and then she's like, I'm really not that type. I'm not good at that. Peleus,
But if Peleus is gonna just like touch her on the shoulder while she's like saying this, and it's like, you underestimate yourself. Come on. And he's gonna cast Enhance Ability Strength on her.
look, I know what you're doing. It's I'm not going to win. Fine. She walks over begrudgingly to your table, happy, and she grips your hand, and it's not a weak grip, but it's definitely not it's not a death grip.
Okay.
But go ahead and make me just an unskilled strength check.
Meanwhile, Peleus is furiously trying to catch up in the booze count because his sister is tricking him under the table at the moment.
Oh, completely. Yeah. As I thought. So she puts her elbow on the table, and she preps with what muscle she has. She flexes as hard as she can, as she can. But unfortunately, just the domineering strength that you have going on.
Even with advantage?
Yeah, she got a 10.
God damn it.
And you managed to just take her hand and preps with what muscle she has. She flexes as hard as she can.
I wish.
But
I could
unfortunately,
say it was a
just
battle.
the domineering strength
It was
that you
slaughter.
It's okay, pretty lady. Did you?
you're going robot again.
Oh my god.
Just talk through it. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I clicked the wrong button.
What was that?
She says, "It's okay, pretty lady. You did that."
I did
How many con saves do I need to make while this happens?
better than I thought. I need you to, if you're trying to catch up, I need you to make me like 5.
Okay. Four,
Okay.
16,
Okay.
18,
Okay.
5,
Okay.
13.
It's a strong middle and a decent end where you don't throw up, but you're definitely drunk.
Oh yeah.
And to you, Happy, she says, well, if we did that, how about your name?
My name?
Yes, I don't believe I was properly introduced to everyone.
Oh, my name is Happy.
Right. Felius had mentioned you and, how fierce you are in battle. I suppose he was not underestimating or overestimating.
She just kind of lets out a little happy gasp and just says, he says that about me. Oh, that's so nice of him. As she just like kind of slumps against the table. The sleepy look.
He also said that, he really enjoys it when you challenge him to feats of strength.
Zeke!
Peleus just looked like fear on his face.
You've always wanted to fight me? That's so nice. I'm sure. Okay.
There's just fear.
Just
pure fear.
She leans up to you and she whispers, he even said at one point he wanted to try fisticuffs.
Oh my god.
Okay. Peleus. Next time. When we're out of this whole shenanigans, you can monitor. Okay.
Peleus just begins shoving drinks in front of Happy to hope that she gets drunk enough to forget this night happened.
Tonight, so she's like pushing away the drinks.
And as Happy pushes away the drinks, your sister happily takes them and sips them, giving you the slyest look.
He's just fucking considered like, you don't know what you've done, look.
Hey, so
I have no
you're
idea
so
what
you're near me. I'm happy to test it out on you.
you're saying. You're pure robot, but I don't know what you said. Sorry.
Oh, this would have worked with something like that.
Nope, still a robot.
Try restart, like everything.
She did that earlier and it fixed it, but
Oh.
Hmm.
there you have it.
If she gets anywhere near to like try and wrestle him, Peleus is like backing away fiercely. If he's left with no other choices than turn into a fucking bear.
Oh man.
Happy scares the shit out of him.
As you
Yeah.
as you turn into a bear, I do need you to make me a Constitution saving throw with the bear stats.
Oh fuck, where's my polar bear? Polar bear.
All we need is a drunk freaking bear in here.
Is this a concentration or a drunk check?
Just a Constitution saving throw. You'll see.
That's a natural 20.
Natural 20?
Plus 3.
Okay. So yeah, you managed to hold in the alcohol. However, I need you to make me one more Constitution saving throw.
18 total.
18. Okay. So you feel this this tugging at your being, not just your mind, but sort of your entire body. It passes, however. You see your sister sort of casually flicking her fingers towards you.
I recognize what the fuck she's doing to me.
You can't tell what, but you know it is a spell.
If only I was there.
I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea what the fuck she just did to me. It's kind of like we would do Happy and my sister. Like I'm cornered by people who will eat me.
So, Happy begins to approach you, clearly unfazed that you're a bear right now. What do you wish to do, Happy?
Put him in a bear hug.
Go ahead and make me opposed athletics checks.
By the way, Rebecca, when you first start talking, it's normally
Fuck.
fine. It's just after a while, if you keep talking, then it starts going roboty.
Please roll a 1.
Yeah, and
Please
seemingly
roll a
like when she talks fast. I don't know if that's related or if it's just me.
I think
putting
it's
my
like
thing
more
on.
talking slow, if anything. Just trying to like drag it out, trying to get it all heard makes it just sound worse.
Then
So
I probably rolled.
it
I don't
is athletics, but yeah, even better.
Whoa.
So this large polar bear just sort of stumbles backwards until it backs up into a wall, and then Happy just uncaringly just sort of trots up and then wraps her arms right around the bear into a bear hug. What would you like to do from here? Peleus, you first.
To like get her off of me.
All right, that would be an athletics or acrobatics check. Opposed again.
"23 is the number to beat. 23.
Can I get a 24? 24, Happy. 24, 24. Anyone, 24.
She just has to.
Oh, that's a 17. That is not a 24.
Have you got inspiration?
Do you have inspiration?
Is it worth
Why would you
using?
want to waste it on this?
Because it's funny.
She does have
RP.
inspiration.
Yeah.
It's all about the drama.
From last session, she got it.
True.
From the moon fountain, the moon well. Would you like to use advantage on the on Peleus here? Okay. So you do manage to break out of her grasp, but without too much room to move, as you are a giant polar bear in the middle of an inn. And at this point, the barkeep is sort of looking at this onset event. His eyes widen. No, 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 no. If you're going to do this, you take it outside. I will not have bears or bear wrestling in my tavern.
Come on, are you kidding me? This will bring folks from all over.
At
Look-
12 a.m., I don't think many folks are going to be taking a trip.
Kind
Either-
of looking ashamed. I want to move away from Happy and go sit by my sister at the table or bar and just kind of sit there like Coca-Cola bear and begin drinking out of her glass. As a bear.
Happy, make a grapple of opportunity.
Athletics.
Essentially, make another athletics check. If you would like to try to grapple him again.
If it'll load, that'd be nice.
Shit. Hang on. Don't fail me now. Fuck! She wins.
So from behind, you give him another big old bear hug, and you grab him from under his two front arms. And the innkeeper says, all right, you've had your fun. Either change back or get out.
Pelias just has a look of like, help me!
Pelias, just change back.
He just changes back.
So now you have Pelias grabbed from under the arms.
But I become very much smaller, so do I just like slip out of her grasp?
That's a lot of girth that he's been reduced.
That's true. That's true. Make me an acrobatics check. Versus the same 22.
What's my... God, I am not nimble. Shit. In the thing. Nope! That's a 1.
Happy still gotcha.
Oh, man.
I drag him over to the table and set him next to his sister.
I know he was going anyway.
So there you go, lying limp on the bench next to your sister. As she just looks down at you, chuckling.
You will pay for
What
that.
you get for... That's what you get for messing up my hair.
Hang on. What, hang on, I gotta look at the spells I got. Hang on. What do I got today? What do I have? Can I just druid craft a little bit of air behind her and just poof at her hair again?
You won't see it coming, but when it happens, you will know the vengeance. You will know, Pelias Felivir. You will know. And she just continues downing and finishing her glass. All right.
She's sort of really got Whisper's attention, but he knows better than to mess around with a party member's sister.
Tell that to Vox Machina.
Ew.
So, at this point, the night continues on, and you do manage to not get kicked out of the tavern, any of you. Frederick, you finish transcribing your spell into your spellbook. Everyone else goes to their respective rooms. Whisper, you are shortly after your room being, or shortly after entering your room, you do see the gnome that you were talking to earlier enter as well.
No, he was just going to go sleep outside.
Okay.
And let them have the room.
It is only her who enters.
Oh. Okay. Where's your friend?
Well, she has her own room.
Oh, I didn't know that. But and you'll come over here. Hey, you know what? I'm a man of the woods. I can go outside if you like.
No, you don't need to do that.
All right, so he gets a smile on his face and sort of gets what's going on, and sort of invites her in and like has to have a seat, and I think he still has some scotch or something, and asked if she'd like to have a little bit and sit at a table and things like that.
I don't drink that much, but I'll take a small glass.
Sure, no problem. He pours a tiny, probably like half a shot, and hands it to her. It's a really good stuff. It's a little strong at first, but if you have it a few times, you end up loving it. You get a real good taste for it.
Okay. And she quickly shoots it back.
Let's say, sorry, I should have told you. You're supposed to just sip it and savor the flavor. Here, let me pour you another little half, and you just sort of take little sips.
But it was in one of the shot glasses.
I'm sorry?
It was in one of the shot glasses.
What was?
The scotch.
I'm sorry, I think I missed what you said.
But she's essentially saying you put it in a shot glass, so she's confused when you tell her you don't like throw it back like a shot.
Okay, I'm sorry, that's all I've got access to. You probably didn't even think to look for some other type of glass.
It's fine. I was just really interested in you and your stories.
Oh, it's very nice. I mean, I kind of told you a bunch that we've done lately. I came from like some humble beginnings when I was living out in the woods, and these orcs, they attacked our homeland, and I did my best to defend them, and found I was really good with my bow. And so I kind of started going out and about, and I wanted to take the fight to the orcs, and I met with this really great bunch of folk here. And I kind of told you some of the great stories that we've had, and there's not a bit much else. We're in the middle of it. We're still got a big fight to go, and I know you're working. And the great thing is we're working for the same cause. Because I know there's this war coming. I don't really know too much about war, but it sounds like something's coming to a head, and I really wish I knew more about it.
Well, I hope that with the assistance of everyone that we can stop it. And I know it's not as simple as that, but
Yeah, do you think we can stop it? I mean, from what it seems, it's just like we're just gonna have to go through this big bloody fighting and all this crap. But it never even occurred to me. Do you think it could be stopped? Like, how could you do that?
I think that with the help of everyone possible, we just all need to be together to do it.
Together? You mean like physically, or just as a group we've decided?
All the races, they need to.
Oh yeah, that's tough. It's so tough. I don't know why. Like,
There's the council, but they're always at an impasse about something or another. That's why I don't take part in politics.
yeah, I don't really either, but it seems like you know a little bit more about it than I do. Like, where are you from originally that you've got this
Well,
kind of insight?
Well, I'm from Vryn originally, like most gnomes. I was one of the few people sent out to see what's really going on in the world. I was given a privilege to live free, live my life as I want, and now I'm meeting all these other races which are so strange and different from what I'm used to, and
But you found they're good people, right? That's what I'm finding, right?
yeah, I mean, I found great people from the humans to the dwarves, the kobolds, especially within the snow elves with my friend.
Snow elves. Ah. Well, why so much with them? Like, have you got something special that happened with the snow elves?
I just stopped in the city and they offered me shelter free of charge for my travels after I told them what my purpose was. And when I was there, I had met my friend, and from there on, I started traveling together, and she's been like a best friend to me ever since then.
It's true. And you said you're from Very, right? Yeah, any particular city you're from there?
Vryn. It's
I'm
the
sorry, I
gnome.
said it wrong. I've had a bit to drink. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. It's the gnome capital over in Endel. Not many people go to it, so it's less known, I suppose.
Strange considering it's the capital, but I think I might want to go there one day.
Well, maybe once they lift the travel ban for people coming in, so it's much less restricted.
Oh, they closed the borders. Oh
The-
man.
This would be general knowledge, but the borders of Rin have been closed for centuries.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, for centuries. Okay.
The
Oh,
fact
yeah.
that like you're seeing like two gnomes like between her and Lawick out and about is actually very unusual.
Got it. Because they like it's so it's both ways. Like if you're gonna leave, then you basically can't get back. So you're gonna stay.
Kind
The fact
of.
that
Depends on the agreement.
Yeah, it depends on the agreement. They're
but
not
it's
like
not it's
kicked
not
out or
easy
anything. No, it's definitely not easy.
Right,
It's
right.
like it's a case by case basis where some people leave for the benefit of the city and are like have the purpose to go back later, or some people leave because they want to just explore the world, and at that point, that's where it's sort of like it's much harder to get back in.
Right, because I'm like, yeah, if you're just gonna go out and wander, like,
You're fluttering.
well, hopefully that'll clear pretty quickly.
There we go.
All right, good. Yeah, we had. We're gonna try and get through it.
No, it's loud, man. It's loud.
Oh, is it really? Oh, I'm sorry.
Just turn it
Let me
down.
see if I can mess with my. I can. Alright. Get my mixer. Is it still
You're good.
kind of?
You're perfectly
Try
fine now.
talking a bit more continuously, real quick.
Okay, so he kind of saunters up
God
to her and
damn
says,
it! All right, that's enough of that. It's fine.
Alright, sorry. And I put the I put my voice audio into my ear, so like next time that happens, hopefully I'll actually hear it and I can react to it.
Gotcha.
But he says, yeah, we used to have someone in here. Who's from Britain. He was a great engineer. He was a good friend of mine actually. We had a few drinks here and there. A friend of mine named Loic we used to hang out with. And one night he just had to go, and I sure wish I knew what happened to him.
Did you say Loic?
Yeah, he's a buddy of mine. We were hanging out. I think he was some kind of, I don't know, his dad or somebody was somebody important, and he had some kind of title or something. I don't know. I don't think much about that.
She sort of looks as if she's about to say something, but then smiles and shakes her head.
Oh, you haven't heard of him, huh?
No.
It's all the same. He was just, he was a gnome that was very good at stuff, and there's a bunch of these lords and whatnot all over the place. It's probably just as well. If we could find him one day, I'd love to have him back.
Well, maybe one day. I think that's just up to him, though.
That's true. Yeah, it was up to him when he went. It's up to him now. But I'm getting a little bit tired. I know as elves we don't need much sleep, but it's been a really long day, and since your friend's not here, I'm gonna kind of sort of turn in. You've got the bed here, and I'll take this one over there. And you have a great night. It was great meeting you.
Yeah, it was really nice meeting you as well. Thank you, Whisper.
Yes, my pleasure. Anything I can do to help some folks out, especially when you're traveling to do good in the world, is great.
I agree. She smiles and nods, and then she hops up to her bed.
Yep. He like passes the freak out because I think he got lucky with his rolls near the end there, but he's
Yeah.
like way too much.
Yeah. All right. So the evening rolls by, and daytime comes. Reginald, you have a splitting headache. One of the worst you've had in a while. Everyone else wakes up relatively fine, however. Frederick, obviously, probably getting the most restful sleep out of everyone.
Oh, for sure. He also casts Animate Dead on his buddies.
Yep. Gotcha. But yeah, at this point, you've all gotten a full night's rest. And, Peleus, you've gotten your wild shape back.
Mm-hmm.
And in the morning, you see that your sister is already awake. She's sitting at her, at a little just desk, brushing out her hair and constantly glaring back at you. And as soon as she notices that you are waking back up, she turns around immediately and braces her hands ready to cast a spell in defense. Just you try something. Do it. I dare you.
I just walk up and just sit by her. Don't really do anything, while attempting to subtly conjure a bunch of like little birdies in her hair or like around her, like give her like the Cinderella like Disney look with all the birds.
Make a sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Nice.
Counter spell.
Counter spell. Ooh, that's not bad. Hang on. Is that a hand?
Yeah.
17.
17. Yeah, no, she doesn't seem to notice as you sort of lower your hands below the bench and do the incantation with your fingers until you hear the subtle flapping of birds, and all of a sudden in her hair, just perched birds that flutter and tear her hair. Not out, but just all the brushing undone.
Yeah, I'll try to give her like the crown of like they're like one on her head and then like a couple on her shoulders, and it's kind of like making her look like Disney princess.
She frowns and looks at you. You are insufferable. She gives
You
you
missed me and you know it.
She looks away and gives you a little punch in the arm. Maybe a little bit.
It's kind of like rests an elbow on the desk or whatever, and it's kind of like rubs his forehead. Just like rather drained still.
So, why were you so afraid of seeing me?
Wasn't you I was afraid of?
Mother?
Hmm. It's been a long time. I didn't know how either of you would react, and I knew if, well, I assumed that with the king gone and things as they were, that she would have had be prominent within the castle.
Well, that is true. She has confined herself to her bedroom most days. She says it's in studies, but I know better.
And he just sighs. I guess we have work to do.
We do. Today is the day you should tell your companions course of action, then.
There's still maybe more that we could find in the archives. I couldn't find anything in regards to the black that is here.
To the what?
To the black, whatever the fuck his name is.
Mestir.
Mister.
The immortal king, the conqueror,
The Dave.
the Dave.
I knew it. Code confirmed.
Yes, well, in all my studies, I've only heard brief mentionings of a dragon named Mesdir. But I suppose I wasn't looking.
Maybe we're not even looking in the right place. Was looking for primordials. Maybe he's not even a primordial. He's just claiming to be one.
Perhaps. Peleus. Today, I believe I will be sending the message and making arrangements for equipment and the like. So I'm going to trust you to find what information that you need in the archives. Go ahead.
You don't wish to join me? I figured the archives would be your bread and butter by now.
They are, and I have spent much time there, but if I'm to be leaving within a week's time, I need to make preparations. It will be a long journey, a difficult one.
Well, I had the thought to that as well. Where we are going is near where I trained, and if the tribe is still there, they may be able to get you north quicker, or at least safer.
Make me a history check real quick.
16, I think. Yep, 16.
So wood elves by nature, their tribes often travel. Despite their comfort zone of whether they were a water-themed tribe, they will stick near water, but they will travel to different parts of the country to set up their encampment, as the wood elven tribes are often in constant search for different insight into their favored element, for lack of a better word. So you know pretty definitively that after 50 years, they probably would have packed up and moved on.
Oh yeah, it's more than likely that they're not there, but there's chance that they could be near the area, and the fact that he's just trying to spend more time with his sister.
Just for your knowledge.
Yeah.
You may be right. That being said, though, I do still need to purchase supplies. Bid my farewells to Mother. Send the message. There's a lot to do today. I'll meet back up with you in the tavern. I won't be a stranger the entire time.
How is she?
She's putting up a strong front. But I know better. She can stand, get her own meals. That's about it. Even that commanding tone that we were always so afraid of is gone.
Doesn't say anything. He just actually helps his sister finish getting ready and then follows her heading towards his house.
Okay. Everyone else who had woken up and gone out into the inn's dining hall once again, eating breakfast, you see Peleus and his sister preparing to head out once again.
Where are you guys going?
Some things we must attend to. I'll see you later.
They can come along.
Yeah, I was gonna say later. When later?
I don't think they should separate again. We are sort of in the middle of a war.
Well, if you would like to put your efforts towards something, I believe our path lays to the west. If you would like to prepare for that, then I can meet you here later.
Peleus.
He is like looks her dead in the eye.
They can come along. More people preparing is much easier than just one.
Come on, Peleus. You've been with us for a little bit now. Enough with the secrecy. We know you've got some stuff going on, but we're here to help you, bro.
Peleus was just gonna lean into his sister and say, "You really want me to bring them to her?"
I wave in the background.
They can wait outside if they truly wish to. I'm sure Mother would love to know who's been keeping you safe this entire time.
If she doesn't kill me.
She kind of laughs in a almost sad way. She's not in the state to do anything of the sort.
He just kind of grumbles.
Hey, Peleus, are we gonna see your mom?
That wasn't out. That was like whispered.
Oh.
That wasn't out loud.
Yeah, we got Elfios here.
I mean, you're everything.
Do I still sound robotic?
No, you're good.
No.
No, you sound good now.
Okay. Redact that. How about who are we seeing in the background?
Your sister kind of chuckles. Please, we all have preparations to make. Why don't you come along?
Wait, preparations for what?
Yeah, we haven't really been told where we're going or what we're doing.
The elemental plane of water.
Water.
But why?
Peleus, you may have wanted to mention that.
He just sighs.
Just a little thing. I was drinking water, and then I said water, and then I choked on water.
That's a sign we shouldn't go.
Peleus just sighs and just says, everything that I could find led that answers could be found with primordial dragon in the water plane.
Are they a nice dragon? Happy says as she squints her eyes.
Frederick perks up a bit.
As I go back through my notes.
You see Frederick actually emote something briefly at the word primordial.
He should be, from what I gathered.
Perhaps you would like to tell them his name?
He just kind of looks at her. now he's being stubborn just because she's saying something.
So, wait, we're going to this water plane to find this dragon? And you know this dragon?
I've heard tales of this dragon.
Frederick pipes up. Is this about Marks?
She kind of squints her eyes slightly at you. You know of them as well.
I don't know much. I have one I would like eventually.
She kind of smirks at this. That's a dream. An
It's a
attainable
reality.
one. With that confidence, I believe.
I don't know if it pertains to the mark specifically for at least this one, but when I tried finding information on the black that's here assailing us, this king, or any information regarding the islands to the north where he was last seen when but one island was wiped out, somebody ripped through the notes and said to seek them out in through Kelvin,
Well,
the guardian of the watermark.
Calvin.
Make a
And-
history check.
yeah, can I make one too? Actually,
Yeah. Go
I've done some basic study on it.
You would have disadvantage just because it would not be your
That's
preferred one.
Can I try a history check? Because
That's who I was talking
I'm
to.
lazy rolling. Oh, come on.
oh,
I can't roll today.
Whoa.
I'm actually bad today.
Water.
Water.
That's all you really know. You know that there is a primordial guardian of the watermark.
I now know his name is.
And now you know
Kelvin.
his name is Kelvin. But neither of you know anything about him other than water.
I'll quote that.
oh,
Actually,
Who's
Frederick,
Yeah.
there is one thing.
Oh.
You would know that Kelvin has a almost Hydra-like body. He doesn't have the multiple heads all the time. However, he's able to essentially shift his form at will.
And keep in mind, Kelvin is a temperature scale.
Yeah, there is that as well.
Meta.
Meta.
Metagamers.
I'm gonna look at Peleus and just beckon him closer. Come here.
I take a step back and give her a very wary look.
As you step back, your sister pushes you right back forward.
Oh my
Damn
god.
it.
Let's go.
Come here.
Go on.
I pull her with me.
She'll go.
Come closer. 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 And she'll keep on saying it if you're trying to take baby steps towards her.
I mean, he gets to within close enough as so he thinks.
And then she just happy gives you a big smile and says, so going to this water plane, how important is it to you?
It depends on how much we want to see this continent not be turned into a wasteland.
Good enough. I
This is
mean,
the
I
only-
won't want to go.
This is the only path I could find.
What's that, Dylan?
Malachi won't want to go.
He's been strangely gone for the past day or so. Not gone. Like you've
Absent-minded.
Happy would have seen him walking around town, but he's not. He has not like gone to the tavern.
Ashes finally cornered him in a separate tavern.
Basically.
so, okay. Well, since, this is a really important task, like, you can't, I know I don't want to just leave you to do it alone. I gave you a bear hug.
Elias has no idea how to respond to that. He's just like,
We're like brothers, only closer. Pulls up shirt, hearts connected.
A couple pieces of advice if you are going to the water plane. I would likely find a guide. You will find yourself in a village as you enter. But from there on, it's much like the wilderness that we have here and the oceans that we have here, except it holds creatures of its own.
What kind of creatures? Like fish?
And where do we get a guide for this
In-
type of thing?
The barrier between this plane and the next, water specifically, there's the several coastal cities depending on which entrance you go into. This one particularly will lead you to deep water. I know, creative name. But the city is a large one, almost a capital of sorts, one that you would find anywhere. Telval, Uyamalor, Haven, Tagos. It's a capital like any of them. You will find plenty of friendly folk, plenty of assholes, plenty of normal people going about their daily lives. It's a village, a city, just like any other. You'll be able to find a guide there just as easy as you would anywhere else.
But is it underwater though?
No.
Dang.
So then
The surface of the water plane as you emerge from the portal will bring you into a cave city.
Cave city.
It exists between pockets of air that was developed by villagers and adventurers who journeyed within the plane and wished some kind of stable type of living. You will mostly find people like the Triton, water ganassi, possibly lizard folk.
Fish people?
Only if you're unlucky. The Kuatoa are a dangerous breed most of the time.
Ooh, Kuatoa. I'm excited.
But that being said, once you begin traveling, you'll be taken within one of the many submarines that they have in the city.
Submarines. What are submarines?
And
She
what-
looks.
Yeah, and what color are they?
It vastly depends on the
How do
nature
they
of the
smell?
company. They smell like steel, just like a metal boat. They're simply boats that can travel underwater and allow breathing. Many air elementals and water elementals work together with the villagers of the city to keep a constant flow of air.
Colt, I have a out of character question. I have proficiency in water vehicles.
This would not count.
Okay.
There are no submarines on the material plane,
Okay.
as there's not really much need of them.
But I could learn.
You could learn. You could definitely learn. And knowing the basic mechanics of ships and whatnot, I would say that you would definitely learn it at an expedited rate. But yeah, it is definitely something that you would not be familiar with right off the bat.
Cool.
Sorry, my throat. Okay.
Are you dying?
It's I had like a really sweet thing, and when you eat sweet things, your throat kind of is just with sugar. Anyway,
Okay. We're now gonna try streaming to you.
I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Okay, so submarines, right, and we need a guide. Do we need like spells that would make us breathe underwater?
I can handle that.
Well, there's that. Or you could pay the kind people there to give you coins.
Coins.
Yes. Some people from the Clockwork Eye, the same ones that made submarines, also developed small coins that allows such abilities. Breathing underwater, swimming much faster. Some even give you gills for a period of time.
Ooh. Interesting. All right. So I guess, like, with this Kelvin guy, did you find like an exact place where he was, or we're just gonna have to ask people around for this guy?
I know he's in the water plane. Where exactly, I don't know. There's more research that I'd hope to do today.
I believe even the people of the water plane may be hard pressed to give you an answer.
Hmm.
Maybe one person, but I have no idea where she is.
Who?
She's a powerful wizard. She, I believe, resides in Mayon. Aqua.
I know her.
Wait. What?
Yeah, I know her.
Oh, yeah.
She's my best friend.
I was just looking at her like, I told you we met her, right?
Right. It was one of the smaller details, fell through the cracks. You know, compared to the dragon.
By the way, speaking of Aqua, did I ever get a message from her?
Not yet.
Girl.
You keep thinking I forget. I'm not forgetting.
Okay, because I feel like it. In front of what's her name again?
What?
What was the name of Pelis's this?
Valinia.
Linnea.
That's right.
Hey, Vel, check this out. And then I bring out my little handy dandy scroll of messaging to Aqua. And then I write down, "Hey Aqua, it's me again. Hope you're doing well. Need help finding someone. Please get back to me soon. Heart. Happy."
Okay. One second.
And I'm down to 18 uses.
I'm gonna pull out the sending stone and just say into it, "Hello, Princeling. Are you still with the sorceress? Or the wizard, I should say." And then
Y'all can handle that shit yourselves.
I don't know.
Message back and forth.
Am I with her?
Yes!
Oh, yeah. I'm with her.
No.
Well,
No. Message this between
fine.
yourselves.
Okay. You got this, Zeke, you and me.
all right.
I gotta go back into other character. Why?
Don't want us to do it out
why?
loud?
No.
And make him roleplay two characters at the same time? Colt, come on.
Please, no.
I've suffered that fate.
Zeke wants us to message to each other. Actually message.
Ooh, lucky you. I actually didn't roll below 5 this time. I rolled a 9 though. It was very close. So as you send this message, Happy, within a few moments, you do get a message back, and it says, well, it doesn't say but you messaged me before. I didn't get anything. Who is it you need help finding?
Okay, I write down, looking for a primordial dragon named Kelvin. Probably going into the water plane very soon. Heart happy.
Lowick, can you do you still have the sheet for him?
No, you took it away from me.
Oh wait, I think I have it archived. I might not though, which sucks.
Oh no. Oh no. Please.
Goddamn. Okay. Shit. That's
No.
why I'm on the wrong game.
Okay. Oh god.
Yeah, archived characters.
I gotta
I
go
just
back to
need you-
character.
No. I just need you to roll me something.
Okay.
I just need you to make me 2 Tinker's Tools check.
Ooh. Those are good. I still don't see it.
Maybe it's not visible to you.
Oh, there it is. Got him.
Okay.
Oh, look at Tim. I haven't seen him in a while. Hey, buddy. Okay. 2 Tinker's checks.
Yes.
Always up for Tinker's checks. Boop. Did it roll? Oh, nope. There it is. And boop. He only rolled a 7 there. Okay. And then he rolled 30. Yeah.
Cool. All right.
It's good at one thing.
Back to the archive you go, motherfucker.
Away. Bye, everybody. Hope you missed me.
1 sec. Just gotta
Okay,
make
guys,
sure.
I'm back. I don't know what that was.
Disgusting.
Okay. So as you essentially as you send this next message, you get there's a flash and it kind of blinds all of you just slightly, just for a second. And then after the flash disappears, there's a cloak laying on the ground. Perfect navy blue in color with a seafoamy trim, a seafoam green trim.
Wait, this is for me, or I don't know what happened when I sent the message.
A few minutes passed. Poof. There's a cloak on the ground.
I pick it up.
Okay. Would anyone like to identify the cloak?
I
Look
can.
at my sister.
I mean, I can. Fuck.
Oh, right.
You opened the store. Why did you do that? I had him shut away. No, I can.
Your sister actually cannot because she's a sorcerer. Sorcerers don't have identify.
Oh, I don't fucking know shit.
I'll identify as a
Ritual.
She's smart.
ritual, and hello. Oh,
Sorry. As you identify it, it is a cloak of the manta ray. However, you do realize something. It is not a permanent existing thing. It is essentially on a timed system. The second that it's attuned to, it begins the countdown. The cloak will essentially disappear after 2 weeks.
Does it have like a little note on it, or?
Nope. Just the cloak.
Nothing on it? Writing?
Nope.
I send another message. Aqua, please come back to me if you know anything about Kelvin. Also, did you send this this cloak? Heart happy.
Colton, check Discord chat.
I see.
Thank you. Sorry, whispers are happening, you guys.
And you get back a message that says, I can't really come with you right now because we're going to be traveling to Endel soon, but information on Kelvin. It's been a few years. I know he's residing in the main capital of the water plane. If that helps.
Nothing on the cloak.
Nope.
Okay.
She does say yes, she sent it, but yeah, no, nothing else on like information or anything.
Okay.
It's just assumed that you know.
Alrighty. I pocket the scroll, and then I just turn around and say, "Okay, so yeah, she definitely sent that cloak, I guess, to us, and Kelvin's in the capital of the water plane."
Like capital?
Yep. Capital city? I don't know. I look at the sister.
Look, I know about the planes. I don't know everything about them. I've never been there.
I said,
if the capital is right outside of you're right through the portal, that would make our lives easier.
Frederick, Peleus, and Whisper. Make me a history check.
Oh,
Or
no.
Arcana check. Your choice.
Ooh, what am I better at? I think they're the
I
same.
know Arcana.
They're literally the same. I want to learn magic-y stuff. God damn it, I'm rolling.
"Ooh."
Oh, God. Okay, it was on a 2, and then it turned to a 20.
Yeah.
Because I in the fake dice thing. Like, oh, fuck. God damn. Yeah.
So, Peleus and Frederick. Frederick, you will get a bit more.
Yay.
But Peleus, you know, the planes, the elemental planes, function almost exactly like a society on the material plane. They have villages, they have main cities, they have rulers, they have mayors. It's really not that much different other than the density and focus on a specific element affecting the culture. It's not much different than the snow being a part of the culture of the snow elves, the sun being a part of the culture of the sun elves, or the moon being a part of the culture of the moon elves. Frederick.
Hey. Finally rolled good.
You've done some studies on the planes before. In a defensible that is in basically the halfway point between its most trusted plane, its most trusted sister plane. So for water, that would be the airplane, a spot between the water and the airplane where they meet. For fire, that would be earth. And then for earth, that would also be fire, and then vice versa with air as well. There is also the benign capital, which takes place in the center of all the planes, which not many people ever go to. Rather, not many people are able to go to it, because it's like you got to go through the astral plane, and you got to go through, services and whatnot, and it's kind of a pain.
TSA and all that.
Yeah, exactly. There are actual businesses for interplanar travel and whatnot, which try to simplify this stuff as best as they can.
So, do you know the name of this capital?
No, you just know that the location would be in the in-between part of the air and the water plane.
Oh, well, that's a start. Yep. So there we have it.
Cool. I tell them that. Oh.
Okay. Hey, I'm giving you information. It's your
I
guys'.
typed it. I don't.
So since we got everything, do we go now?
Hmm. You cut out.
Since we have everything, do we go now?
There are some supplies that should be gathered, and I have one less trip to make.
Yeah. Happy just slumps against the table.
You realize that you may want some supplies as well.
Yeah. And then she starts to slowly drag herself away from the table.
For being a party, you all sure don't act very organized together.
That's true.
That's because we've got all of our own little bits that we add to it, you know? I think you're being a little bit judgmental.
You are more than welcome to come lead us.
No, I don't lead.
Those who can't teach.
Maybe before we go to the water plane, we should go to the
Go to the what?
one of the fancy fountains. Mhm. We get a blessing from the moon. It makes you feel tingly.
Peleus opens his mouth, and no. And then he goes, nope, nope.
From like the moon goddess, or
Yeah. Like you get a blessing from Saloon, I believe. It was really cool just seeing that. Like the druid lady, I think. No, she wasn't a druid. Was she? No, it was a druid. She was going into the... Huh?
She was a priestess.
I know. She's just like remembering off of... I don't know who... I think it was probably the druid who went into water. He got like a cool ruin on top of his head and everything, and it's apparently ascension or whatever. And then this priestess just kept on healing people and giving them good times. She's my friend. Her name's Laura. Let's go buy some stuff. And Happy's just seeing that nobody's making the first move. Okay, and then starts marching.
I will follow Happy with my small army.
Same.
Oh, hi, Reggie.
He's a sick man.
I know.
Frederick, I don't want to go to the water plane.
Well, I don't either, but it could be fun. Go punch a fish or whatever you do. Why don't you want to go?
You know why I don't want to go. Dylan, he doesn't like the sea.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why have you been on a boat?
Because. Why do you think he's in his room the whole time?
Oh, I didn't know.
Okay.
Thanks for letting me know.
I thought I messaged you this.
You never did.
Okay.
This is something you should have communicated like a few weeks ago.
I'm pretty damn sure I did.
You know. never did. I genuinely. Anyway, brother, but I don't know how we can get around it.
Very well then. I'll just have to get over myself.
Not all of the water plane requires you being underwater. Or even necessarily in it. There are many people, regular people, villages of farmers, fishermen, and the like. They have ways of assisting with seasickness.
All right, then.
Looking through the Discord messages, you said no such thing.
No, I think I physically told you.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like voice.
Let's be fair, I don't listen sometimes.
Yeah, fair.
We all
Why
You
know
need to
that.
listen all the time. You can't not listen.
Colton,
Yeah,
was the cloak of manta ray for me or?
that's for whoever wants to wear it.
Not whisper.
It only lasts for 2 weeks though. So choose when you wish to attune to it wisely. As soon as that happens,
I'm gonna hold on to it until we get to the water plane.
Happy. I think either you or Reggie should have that cloak.
I squint at Reggie closely.
By all means, take it. It was not given to me.
I think you might work
I want
best
to
with
insight
it,
check if there's like an underlying. I don't know if I would have heard him like being like, I don't want to go to the water plane. I'm just staring him down.
go ahead and insight.
Was our conversation private, JT?
Yeah, probably.
Probably very cool. Do I know message? I don't remember. Probably pretty quiet.
I can't really get a read. There doesn't seem to be any obvious intent of any specific type.
Like this loud as I slowly put the manta ray cloak of the manta ray away. Anyway.
I mean, Aqua's your friend, right?
Yeah, she my best friend.
We never knew her. You should probably wear it.
Again, humming for a long time. But as she's like, at the same time, kind of looking around the stores and whatnot.
Frederick is deadpan as always.
Are there any stores that, I don't know, swimwear?
Make me an investigation check.
Okay, don't put this up to me, guys, please.
I was about to ask, are there any stores that have magic items or such? If that makes sense, like magic stores.
Make me an investigation.
There's some elves who would like to get freaky. Skinny dipping.
I mean, we're moon elves. We're drunk 90% of the time.
Do you go in?
Yeah, definitely. Whee!
Is anyone following her?
I mean, someone probably should.
Whisper will follow. If Happy's going, he'll go.
We'll say I start like 1920s swim outfit.
Yeah. So as you walk in, you see a
This for Reggie.
Oh man, I thought you would get a Speedo.
a one piece. You see as you walk in a very lithe and quite endowed woman manning the counter, clearly modeling one of the bikinis of the shop. She leans forward on the desk and says, darlings, come in. Welcome to the transparent bikini where we can fit you with anything you desire. Please, what is it you would like?
I draw what I want. I'm not good at drawing.
Make me,
Explain what we want.
Okay. Make me an unskilled dex check just to be safe. Just. He puts a piece of parchment on the table. Has a decent outline of like what he's looking for. She looks down and she says, "Oh, but those are so drab, darlings. Don't you want something more exciting? More enticing, perhaps?"
Matching Speedos.
Do I look like I'm exciting?
Darling, you look like one of the most exciting people I've ever met. Drab, darlings. Don't you want something more exciting? More enticing, perhaps?
Cedric doesn't know what to say.
Matching Speedos.
As you're
Do I
struck
look
silent,
like
she
brother?
actually grabs a tape measure and begins going around the counter. She approaches one of your skeletons and begins measuring its
more
waist.
exciting?
Very more enticing, perhaps?
Cedric doesn't know what to say.
Matching Speedos.
As you're
Do I
struck
look
silent,
like
she
brother?
actually grabs a
all the
tape
skeletons
measure
to have
and
matching Speedos or trunks.
They're gonna be color coded.
I'm totally imagining the tailor from Incredibles.
After a few moments, she comes out with 4 pairs of matching color-coded trunks. They're fairly long. They're
I
like
only have 3 skeletons. 1 died.
Oh, that's right. 3. My
3
bad.
died.
My bad. It was orange, blue, and red, or was it green?
I'd have to pull up my notes. 1 second. It is currently we only have red, blue, and orange. Green died. Rest in peace, Oda. Oh,
So,
sorry.
There you go. And she begins orange, blue, holding and red, them up to their pelvis. Green.
I'd have to pull up my notes. 1 second.
Not much for them to really
currently we only
hold
have
on to.
red, blue, and orange. Green died.
Magic sealant.
Oh.
I've got the perfect thing in the bag.
Sorry.
Totally
There you
removable.
go.
Absolutely.
She begins
orange, blue,
holding
and red
them
up to
their
their pelvis.
I'd have to
The bag once more. She comes out with the bottle, puts it on the counter. All right, who's next?
I push Frederick forward.
No.
So as you're like hopping up and down with your hand raised up in the air, happy, Frederick is just pushed right in front of you by Reginald.
Kind of whistles a little bit.
How strong?
How strong am I?
How hard do you push?
Not hard enough to hurt you, but enough to like kind of push you.
You know how like weak he is.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
Okay.
You bruise him. That's why
I bruise easily.
I have a strength of 8. Yes, I do. Well, no, con of 16, but still.
So as you're nudged forward, she says, "Ah, wonderful, wonderful." And then she walks around the counter once again with her tape measure and begins getting your measurements.
I was
Waist,
gonna just wear this.
chest. Don't be silly. You want to look absolutely enticing when you're out there in the sea. You want to look fabulous.
Whatever.
Now, I see that you have a green, blue sort of color going on for you. I can work with this. Do you want skin tight? Of course you do. Oh, maybe a bodysuit. No, that's not quite right. She thinks for a moment.
I'm not paying for this. Someone else is.
Not even acknowledging your comment, she says, "Do you wear a swim cap? Would you like a swim cap?
Yes, I
Save
would like
that.
a swim cap.
Beautiful hair from any salt damage." Okay, this I can work with. All right, next. She sort of makes a flourishing gesture with her tape measure. No volunteers? I'll pick then.
Wait,
Hmm?
I want one.
Oh, of course, darling. Oh, I've never done a Dragonborn before. This will be a project. She begins getting all your measurements. Now, are you looking for something more comfortable? Or are you looking for something more sexy?
Comfortable,
ready?
please.
Ah, fair enough. The boys would be all over you, and I can tell you would destroy them.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Now, 1 or 2 articles of clothing. Would you like a swim cap? Your beautiful feathers might get damaged if you don't wear one.
Oh no, I'm fine.
Okay. Now, bikini or one piece?
One piece.
What race is this woman?
She's a moon elf.
Oh. Of course, she's an elf. Okay.
Just one moment. Then she pulls a little bit tight on around your waist, but it loosens up immediately. Perfect, perfect. All right, who's next? Who's next? You, the pouty-looking one in the back, and she points at you, Peleus.
I think I should be okay. And just for you, Colt, I'm going to turn into a goldfish and then shift back out.
Oh my god, kill yourself. Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god! Oh, I just realized it makes it worse. She turned into a goldfish.
Ah!
Oh god, Colton's mad.
I think he put the table.
I think he just died. Guys, we'll need a new DM.
Okay, I'll do it.
Okay, I believe in you.
Peleus, you're getting a Speedo.
God damn it.
We're all getting Speedos.
And it really clenches around your butt cheeks.
I could blight this woman. I won't.
Colt?
It doesn't want to.
buddy.
This is me right now.
I'm
I can
upset.
I considered suggestion, and then she's a moon elf.
Zeke, you have a negative inspiration that I get to decide when it happens.
You have the unlucky feat, actually.
So you're just taking away the inspiration that I already have. Okay, so I'm just at nothing.
No. No.
That would be too easy.
Can we fight a kraken now?
Colton, give him a Speedo. Do it. Clutches around his butt. Revenge.
Tell exactly what you would like,
A fig leaf?
just from your look.
Fig leaf.
Now, who else is there?
We've got Reggie and Whisper.
Please,
Right.
Whisper, you first.
Alright, what have you got for me?
Well, that's all up to you. What would you like to wear?
I'm sort of a woodsman, you know. I kind of like what I've got.
Are you suggesting that you go... She looks around and then whispers, in your birthday suit?
Well, that wouldn't bother me, but I think that sort of goes against what we're looking to do here. Yeah, you
You cut
want
out.
to make. I'm sorry. What was that?
You cut out.
Oh, sorry. I think that, you know, I've got a little bit of the woodsman in me, but, you know, I'm not gonna like go around with nothing on. I mean, help me out here a little bit.
Well, woodsman you may be, but I see much more. Burly on the beach. Beautiful on the inside, beautiful on the outside. Darling, I have exactly what you want.
I'll give it to me. I love it, I'm sure.
And now for you, Reginald.
Frederick
I
is
believe-
having an existential crisis.
Oh yeah, Nick.
He is
Nick
now,
has
his,
been quiet.
his alignment is now lawful neutral.
Nyx is confused at the store.
Nick's is what?
Confused.
He's never
He
seen.
doesn't understand what the store is.
He's staring at a bikini, just like, bah!
What this? What is this?
Yeah, Nick's is like so like out there.
Reginald, I can tell you have a regal air about you. You want something befitting of a king.
How
But
about
not...
lady's choice?
She smirks. Wonderful. And now for your little friend. And she approaches you, Nyx. Is this your first time?
I'm okay. This is my swimsuit right here. Thank you very much.
Oh, nonsense. You'll get your clothes all ruined if you go in them.
I don't think you know what you're talking about. I have worn this in many different underwater adventures. Whether some might have been sewers. This will work though.
Darling, at the very least, allow me to clean your garments. Maybe reinforce them with something more water repellent.
I've got my wizard friend over there. He taught me a trick that he can do. I'm good.
She squints slightly. Very well, darling. You'll come back, though. They
I don't
always
think
do.
so.
We'll see. Then she walks off, writing all these details down in her little parchment.
You forgot one. And I booked one.
I am not
She still needs
going
one.
with. She looks at you. I'm not going with you.
She still needs something nice.
You see a spark of lightning in her hands.
Oh dear.
I just smile back at her.
She gives you a good old 5-star in the back, and you feel a bolt of electricity just through your body. You don't take any damage. but it kind of feels.
I just placed gold under the counter. She still needs one.
Nobody has discussed price here, and I don't like it.
Well, dear, trust me. I think I know exactly what you need. And she rushes back over to her. Tullius, I'm going to kill you. Fine. I'll take one.
I like hop onto her shoulder and turn back into a goldfish and just kind of like flap around.
She
in her
slaps
for a
you
minute.
away.
I guess I turn back. Because
There goes your wild shapes.
Yep.
And so she finishes measuring her. She looks like she has this very irritated look on her as she looks back to you. You are the worst.
Has this kind of like stroking is very, very proud of himself.
I love what I have in store for you. They are going to be beautiful.
Why?
Yeah. Happy just claps.
So, a few minutes pass, and she comes out with a arm covered in hangers with various swimsuits, and she walks over to you, Frederick, and she gives you more or less what you asked for with the shorts and tank top, except they are more colored to your color scheme.
Yeah.
She goes to you, Happy, and she gives you a very comfortable, form-fitting but not tight one piece with a complementing a complementing red color, almost to give you a Christmassy kind of color scheme.
I love Christmas.
Then she walks to you, Whisper, and you get a very naturey looking. They look like it's a bathing suit made completely out of leaves, but you can tell it's just a texture, a pattern. They're just trunks. And there's
That's
my
awesome.
logo.
Nice.
She walks over to you, Peleus, and she gives you a fishbowl. And Reginald, without saying a word, she doesn't stop on it or anything. She just gives it to you and walks off to Reginald. And then Reginald, on your hanger, you see a bikini. However, it is sort of transparent on the midriff, leading into a training bra-esque look for the chest, and then leading into like boy shorts for the trunks. And it is a one-piece suit. And she says, "Trust me, it is all the rage."
Where?
Oh my god.
Well, I've seen many moon elves wearing it. I've seen many sun elves wearing it, believe it or not. They're very, very, very picky about their bathing suits, all about high fashion. And I have even seen some very, very beautiful human women and men wearing it.
You
I'm
seem
so
to take that
blessed.
last part on, but I approve of this.
Happy just looks at Reginald's suit, whistles.
Oh my god, that thing. Jeez. Oh, are you kidding me?
The transparent midriff is specifically to show off those beautiful abs of yours, darling. You are toned, and you should show it.
Well, thank you.
Now, for your payments, I'm a very reasonable woman. I do not charge anything above what is just for my customers, and you all seem like amazing people. Very, very great people.
Wait, did she not give anything for my sister?
Not yet.
Okay.
Oh my.
And then she does some math on her parchment. For all of your bathing suits, I will only require the humble price of 15 gold. These are all tailored for your size.
Wait, what?
For all of them or each?
All of them, not each.
Oh, okay. Who nailing that? Crazy.
I'll pay for it, guys, since you guys came along with me.
Oh, thank you.
I
I
can
might
keep the
actually
cost
wear
with
it
you.
now.
I'll throw in like 7 gold.
Okay, so Happy take off 8 gold, Whisper take off 7.
Alright.
Why does it always turn into a shopping episode with us?
It always turns into a shopping episode, period, when you're in a city.
That's true. I love it though, so it's okay.
And after she calculates the price and you start to divide up the gold, she grabs your sister's arm and she takes her into the back. She is giving you this death glare as she's being dragged to the back. And after a few moments when she comes out, she's wearing sort of like a little dress bathing suit. It ends at her waist and then it has the bottom underneath it. It's very cute and not exactly, the
What
most.
color is it?
It is a very, very vibrant blue-green seafoam.
Polka dots. Polka dot.
Striped, actually.
Okay. Aw, you look so cute.
I hate you.
Peleus is incredibly amused right now because he has a fishbowl and he just made his sister miserable. So he's really happy with himself now.
Peleus, the entire time we're in the water plane, I want you to wear
So-
the fishbowl
So
over your
something
head.
like this.
One sec. Not exactly.
Well, I can't find like a dress suit that's seafoam green.
It's hard to describe. It's something more like this.
I kind of like the one I think that's pretty cool. Pretty
Yeah,
cool
but that's
bathing
more
suit.
beach clothes than an actual swimsuit.
That's true.
Like that.
I was...
Except, seafoam green and striped.
I mean,
Okay, it
it's
looks
not
good.
terrible.
I hate you.
You need to be prepared. Father always said.
I'm not going with you.
So, there's plenty of water.
In the north, I'm not swimming up there.
Well, now
There's
you
water
can.
over there.
She sighs. Bless you.
Thank you.
And then immediately, as soon as you begin laughing once again, she casts what is it? She casts essentially a non-damaging version of lightning lure, and I would like you to make me a strength save, sorry.
Well, this didn't go over well.
Are we angrily casting spells now? Because I could kill the woman. I won't, okay?
It's a 10.
I'm not level.
Yeah, So you feel basically a whip of lightning wrap around you, zap you a little bit, not enough to really hurt you, but again, it gives you that same taser feeling, and it drags you right towards her. And then as you're dragged towards her, her fist is just waiting in the air.
Is the fishbowl large enough to put on my head?
I would say so.
Can I put it on my head?
Go ahead. Make a deck save.
At this point, I'm trying to just make her laugh. That's a 10.
So you go to put it on your head, and right as you're about to like drop it down, her fist collides with your face as you're dragged forward.
I then finish putting it back on my head.
She shakes her head and crosses her arms, huffing and leaving the store.
Oh.
I just want Peleus to breathe heavily so it fogs up, and then
I mean, he's like trying not to laugh, so it's probably getting.
and then you draw a smiley face on the inside.
Yeah, stick like one finger up in there and I'll. Was it 15 for all of this, or do I have to pay separately for my sisters?
All of it together, so it's all paid for.
Okay, I just follow after my sister then, with a fishbowl on my head. Peleus is having a midlife crisis.
Okay.
That happened.
So you all have your bathing suits.
I also wanted to search for a magic store after, which I
Yep.
rolled the 17 or whatever.
17. So walking around, there are various magical trinket shops, various baubles and whatnot. There are
that
two.
good shit.
I want that good shit. There are two in particular: the green thumb and the lucky hand. They're not all going to be winners. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
And both of them seem to be different types of magical item shops. One of them seeming to be more of a trinket shop, as in like more hoods, clothing, that kind of thing. The other one seems to be more of a weapon shop, weapons and armor shop.
I would like to go to that one.
Okay.
And
So you
drag my
walk
brother
in.
there if possible.
I imagine the entire party's
Oh,
just sort of
cool.
traveling together.
Guys,
Yeah,
look,
I
I
don't think
see
we're splitting
something.
up.
Let's just hang out, you guys. It'll be fun.
So you are all dragged into the magic eye, the magic hand, sorry, the magical weapon shop. And as you walk in, there are various things, slightly glowing swords, staves that emanate a certain elemental aura, some being covered with lightning or crackling thunder, some being like engulfed in flames, some being completely frozen over by ice. Tons and tons of different types of things. Many there's basically a discount rack which just has a bunch of +1 swords in it, or +1 weapons rather.
Discount. Clearance.
Actually,
It's a clearance time.
how many discount short swords are there?
There's a lot.
Hmm.
They're about 250 gold apiece.
It's the party's gold.
Man, that reminds me of Vegas, man. Meta.
What'd you say?
No, I was just saying, like, it reminds me of a pawn shop in Vegas where you could get World War II rifles for like $100.
I'd like to take a look around the shop and see what is around.
Okay.
Are the skeletons playing the entire time?
Yes.
Anyone who would like to search for a type of magic item, a type of magic weapon, or piece of magic armor, make me an investigation check and message me with an item, something like what you want.
Oh dear.
Oh God.
That makes it broad because I can't wear any armor.
Are there potions of water breathing?
You are in a specifically magic weapon shop right now.
Yeah, I can.
Damn it.
Can I point her to the other one that I saw?
Yeah, I mean
Yes.
it's only a block down.
Let's tell her that we'll go there quickly after.
Did you say magic armor also?
Yes.
Okay.
All I can use is weapons, no armor shit. I'm just gonna say I'm looking for like a staff of some sort.
Okay, just let me know. What kind? Similar kind.
Not anything specific. So
Okay. All right.
just some sort of quarterstaff. Because that's all. Because I have a dagger, I don't need any range, anything. Investigation?
Yes.
Cool. Damn. You're not allow it, god damn it.
For a second, I thought you said dab, not damn.
Dab. Oh, I dabbed in real life. No!
Did you seriously? I'm so proud of you.
Do I get in? Wait, do I have inspiration? No, I used mine. The one I used on something stupid last time. Oh, well. I was hoping to find something.
Damn.
Oh well. Can I tell my skeletons to look?
No.
Okay, worth a shot. Shot. Under the sea.
You guys are good at finding things.
Hey, I got a 20.
No, you are.
I would say I would detect magic, but that's pointless.
Yeah, it really is.
Sure, I'll look for something, but I don't know what I want yet, Colt.
Okay, all right.
I'm gonna roll. Fucking... Nope, don't find anything.
Are we looking for magic items?
Yeah.
Mm.
Go ahead and send me a PM of something similar to what you would like, and make an investigation check.
I fucking rolled an 8. I didn't find shit.
Is there, like, who is running this shop? Are they in enough too?
Yes.
Of course they are.
Bro, you are in the Moon
I
Elf
know.
capital.
Suggestion is useless here.
Um,
Can I just
So-
ask them very nicely to? Well, first let me see what I find. If I find anything.
Are we just listening to Disney music the entire time?
Yep.
I put it on Under the Sea because it's topical.
I felt like listening to Disney music.
I mean, I can't complain.
So, 7, 8, 11, 5. Wow.
And I have a +8.
8.
I rolled a 3.
This is impressive. Frederick, we'll start with you.
Okay.
So, looking for various types of stabs and whatnot, you do actually manage to find a couple. You see 2 of them, which the staff is in the shape of a snake.
Ooh.
One of them is essentially it comes to a cross on the top of the staff. And then one that yeah, no, not again. And also one that seems to have an orb, but inside the orb it looks like constantly shifting and flying around insects on the inside of it.
That sounds more his speed. He'll inquire about the snake one and the insect one.
All right, so there's 2 snake ones. One of them is a staff of the adder. The other is a staff of the python. And then the last one is a staff of swarming insects. Yeah. The staff of the adder. One sec, let me get specifics here. No.
And I hope that these people aren't lying to me.
It's happened before.
I know.
Okay, so the Staff of the Adder, if it will load. It is a staff that allows you to utter a bonus action to speak the staff's command word, and make the head of the staff become that of an animate poisonous snake for 1 minute. By using the bonus action to speak the command word again, you can return the staff to its inanimate form. You can make a melee attack using the snake head, which has a reach of 5 feet. Your proficiency applies to the attack roll. And on a hit, the target takes a d6 of piercing damage and must make a DC 15 con save or take 3d6 poison damage.
And the staff of swarming insects, and that sounds pretty cool.
You must as a coursing river.
I'm reading, sorry. I looked it up.
Oh, you looked it up? Okay.
Just to save you time, I'm reading.
Yeah. All right. So go ahead. Those are the, do you want me to send you the other two as well, or just those two?
The adder one would be nice. The other one, the python I can't use, so I don't care.
The first one was the adder one, and you can't use either of them.
Yeah, that's what I assumed.
Okay.
The insect one sounds good.
That's why, because it was a decent roll, so I gave you one that could be used by a wizard, and then two that can't.
Yeah. Only rolled a 20, it would have a staff with the magi.
Happy. Looking around the store, you find two objects of particular interest based on your criteria. You find a set of armor of the mariner, specifically. It is specifically a chain shirt of the mariner, which basically means that it gives you a swim speed equal to your walking speed.
Can't use it.
And then you also find a trident of fish command.
Ooh.
You ever wanted to become Aquaman?
Yeah.
This trident. Sorry.
Yeah, Happy's gonna just take up this trident and just look at it loudly.
This trident is a magic weapon. It has 3 charges. While you carry it, you can use an action to expend 1 charge to cast Dominate Beast, save DC 15 from it, and on a beast that has an innate swimming speed. The trident regains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn.
Ooh, does it have a price tag on it?
Yes, it has a price tag of 800 gold pieces.
As she's like oohing, it slowly turns into hissing, like internal, like.
The price of which one?
Swarming insects.
All 3?
The trident.
Swarming insects. Swarming insects is a 1,500 gold staff.
That's a shame.
Magic items are expensive, man.
I know.
For Nyx, because yours was pretty easy, and this was along with the short swords and the basically discount bin of sorts, you do find +1 studded leather. There's +2 studded leather as well. The +1 is 500 gold, 500 gold, whereas the +2 is is 1,000 gold.
See how much money I have.
What's this music? It sounds familiar.
Zelda.
Yeah.
Shop music.
Oh, I really want that staff, you guys. But I'd have to spend party money. The party money. Like literally like 3/4 of the party money that I am
Please
carrying,
don't.
at least.
Reginald,
Yeah.
you find this coat. It is a coat that seems to be of small golden, kind of dull gold. Dull golden doesn't seem like it's supposed to be worn normally. It seems to be a coat that you simply it flows from the back in a really cool fashion.
Is this the Yu-Gi-Oh coat?
Colt.
No. What's up?
What's the security on this place look
Yeah, I was about
like?
to start asking.
You would make me a perception check.
Not for me though. I was gonna ask for him because I'm good.
Yeah,
Well, actually, no. I decided I'm neutral now.
There's definitely some security here. You've got two guards in the store, one near the dressing room, and then one near the exit, and then the shopkeep.
Are the items behind like locked glass or something?
The studded leather +1 is not. The studded leather +2 is.
Is it even feasible for me to try to steal the armor? That's kind of big.
With coordination with your team, I'd say maybe. Bag of holding is a great thing. On your own, I would say you might be able to get away with the +1.
Oh God, please.
Fog cloud isn't probably a good way to steal things.
All right, I do a quick whistle to everybody, saying like, let's speak outside for a sec.
Okay.
Okay.
By the way, Reginald, you found Elven Chain.
Okay. I'm gonna be preoccupied looking at this elven chain, thinking how awesome it would look flowing from my, person.
Okay.
Frederick will go outside with Nyx because Nyx is sneaky. And this stuff is
I'll go out
expensive.
because I'm curious as to what Nyx wants.
I don't think Peleus would be paying attention. He's distracted.
Okay.
So what do I got with me?
You have the wizard and the barbarian.
All right. You guys want to steal some stuff?
That's bad. Yeah, okay.
I mean, I would rather not. But we are sort of in a crisis situation, you know?
All right, so that's a yes.
I need
Okay,
to
here's
do
the plan.
something fun.
Happy, you stand next to that guard at the front door looking menacing.
Okay.
Do you want to know what I can do today?
Sure.
Magic missile, mage armor, fog cloud, feather fall, flaming spear, mirror image, ray of enfeeblement, suggestion, animate dead, fireball fly,
All right,
and
how
blight.
about this? You just give me the bag of holding, and you go
Okay.
just talk to the guard on the other side.
Okay. I'll hand him my bag,
Okay.
and I will go back in and start conversing with the guard that is by the dressing room.
All right.
Asking
Happy.
him hi.
Happy. Are you trying to be intimidating, or are you just talking to this guard?
I'm gonna go up to this guard and be like, "Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
How strong are you?"
Oh,
I would like to boast that I'm fairly strong.
How strong are you in a staring contest?
You're on.
oh, wow.
And then I do like a menacing glare, like really into the staring contest.
As you begin to glare, he just blinks and he says, I lose. Sorry. Move on.
2 out of 3. Come on.
I have a job to do. Make a persuasion check.
I still keep on like, I'm like literally trying to get in his face, like, please look me in the eye.
Make a persuasion check.
This is horrible.
Ma'am, I'm going to have to ask you to move along. I have a job to do.
Please.
Will it make you go away?
Yeah.
Fine. And he does begin to have a staring contest with you.
And then I return like intense, glaring, staring contest.
Okay, Frederick. You're having awkward conversation with this guard.
He
Who really doesn't...
He tries to start doing like small magic tricks, like puff of smoke, like poof.
Make a
And he's
performance check.
and like should be a disadvantage because he's like not. Whatever. I'll just roll it and hope for the best.
Not disadvantage, just a high DC.
4.
Sir, I see this kind of thing every day. People try to offer their mundane magic items. It's really kind of jading.
That's fair. I can have my skeletons dance.
He looks around. No, you can't.
I tell him I have my skeletons go to like stand like next to him. And I tell one of them to play Into the Sea and the other 2 to dance.
Oh, one second.
Oh no, sorry. A sandstorm.
Sandstorm.
Sandstorm on the
xylophone. Make me performance checks, one for each skeleton.
Yeah, with their stats, so here we go. Guys, they're actually not charismatic at all.
Shit.
Yeah.
Hold on, I have a better one. Jeremy Kate Storm.
And these are the 2 dancing.
Oh my god! So you're
This has got to be so bad that it's good.
Your skeletons, the first one goes to play the instruments, but he accidentally, as he goes to start playing, he accidentally takes out one of the ribs and starts playing with that. And then it's very offbeat because there's an entire bone missing.
I'm gonna dance too.
Go ahead.
I'm desperate. I have to dance.
The second one is doing its best to dance, but it's really just coming off as a flail. Whereas the last one is just sort of like moving its arms in a very harsh manner, to the point where one of their during one of their motions, as he like waves his arms up, the 2 arms just pop off.
Oh no.
He's just deadpan staring at you, sir.
So then I start dancing by slowly swaying back and forth. Without like no emotion, just
Sir, I will not lie. That was quite possibly one of the most entertaining things that I've ever seen while I've worked here.
Oh, thank you.
And while your dancing is absolutely apparently terrible.
Uh-huh.
I have no words.
That's good. What race is he?
Moon elf.
God damn it! Someone's gonna be human eventually. And then I'll suggest them to walk away. And never come back.
No,
I won't.
Nix, while this is going on...
Yes.
You're going for the +2, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So because it is locked behind a case, I would like you to... I'm assuming you're checking for traps first.
Sure.
Oh, I would assume I would have told him about the staff, too. Please.
I'll keep an eye out for that, too.
Thanks.
Okay. Make me a perception check or investigation.
Yeah, I probably mentioned the Triton, too. But honestly, I'm just in it because I get to do a staring contest with the guard.
And we're just having a party.
It doesn't seem to be
Woo.
trapped. So go ahead and make me a Thieves' Tools check.
I'm trying to be sneaky, so do I need stealth too?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, doesn't he always get advantage?
He
Yeah.
does. Because the transformation cloak is not attunement. You're lucky. Go ahead and make me a Thieves' Tools check. So as you go to pick the lock, it seems like a very well-guarded store in terms of its actual security. And it doesn't seem like you can get this lock to fully budge. No one has seen you just yet. I'd say you probably have enough time to go at it one more time.
Quick question. How's my cloak work again?
The transformation cloak?
Yeah.
So essentially, it allows you to cast Disguise Self, but it does not allow you to change your size category, even the illusory size category. So you can't look like a human or something like that. And the disguise has 3 charges, and each one lasts for 8 hours.
Okay, so I can.
This is when I wish I had invisibility.
If I have more time, I'll do it again then.
Okay, go ahead and make me a Thieves' Tools check. It, doesn't quite seem to be able to budge.
Alright, is there an alleyway in the corner outside?
An alleyway? You didn't really see one coming in. All the buildings seem to be sort of connected by the same junction.
Alright, well, I walk so that nobody in this specific store can see me. Like outside. And I'm going to open the Merid bottle.
Alright, roll me a D100.
Oh, good. This is desperation at its finest.
8. Okay,
I rolled a 69 in real life.
congratulations.
Okay.
On a... So, as you open up the bottle, the same familiar Merid pops out, and he looks down and says, "Oh, I was having such a good rest. What is it that you want?" Now, I'm not exactly the most stealthy type, such as greater invisibility on you.
That'll work. Can you stay out here in case they get into trouble?
I suppose.
Also, if the guards in there start questioning you or me, do not say any of the other people inside are associated with us.
I believe that I can do something like that.
At this point,
Okay.
Frederick is bored and is walking out of the store.
Especially not him. I point to him, Frederick. I don't think the mayor knows him.
Well, hello there. You seem to be like a spellcaster type.
Why is there a giant fish man?
Why, I never. I am a Merid, a proud genie of the water plane.
Oh, we're going there soon.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, we're preparing for it right now.
Well, if you're coming to my home, you'll have to... Well, not die, of course. In that case...
Hey, actually, speaking of... What's his name? Fuck, notes. Do you know where Kelvin is?
Kelvin? That dragon?
Yeah.
No. He's in
Oh.
hiding.
Where was he last seen? Do you know? Have you not been there in a while? That's okay.
Well,
It's okay if an all great and powerful thing doesn't know something sometimes.
no, I perfectly well know where he was last time that I saw him. He was in the city, the capital city. He said something about polymorphing to live amongst the common man, something along that sort.
Well, that's helpful. Thanks.
Now, I believe I have some business to take care of. And he pats you on the head, Nyx, and you immediately turn invisible.
All right. One more thing. Can he cast like misty water stuff?
I could, but I would have to drop your invisibility.
Okay. Well, it's a thought. If I yell out to you, do that.
Understood.
All right. I'll try to sneak my way back in.
Okay.
Have I been staring at this guard the entire time?
Make me a con save.
Oh man.
Oh jeez.
Would be playing Duel of the Fates, but the music bot's gone.
Yeah. I'm really happy I thought of that.
Yeah. You're both still staring because you rolled a 21.
Gee.
So Nyx, you start sneaking into the store. It's pretty hard to see someone who's invisible, and you go back over to the cabinet.
Thieves' tool again? Oh.
It snaps right in half. This studded leather does not seem to be meant to be opened. And as that snap is heard, you see the guard looking around. What was that? I heard something.
I want to
Which guard?
The one that you're not staring to.
Okay.
The one I failed to distract.
All right, how big is this building?
It's fairly compact. Everything is meant to be close together. But there's enough room to fit like 20 people in comfortably.
All right, greater invisibility is a minute, right?
Yes,
yeah.
it is.
How long would I have?
As of now, I'd say it's only been probably 20 seconds.
Does the glass look breakable?
Oh, no.
It looks like normal glass.
All right. I'm going to swing Echo at the glass.
Please. Please don't.
I just
Make
wanted to have
me
a
an
nice
attack roll.
shopping episode.
So you are invisible.
Yeah.
So technically, you have advantage.
I think the glass wouldn't be suspecting. Or
I also believe that the glass would not be suspecting. So you swing Echo in a wide swipe and smash it against the glass. And as you do so, I need you to make me a wisdom save.
Dear.
Uh,
Oh no.
So Nyx, as you smash this glass open, which, mind you, you do smash this glass open with relative ease considering the power behind that strike. However, you feel a freezing. Your mind and your body is unable to move at the moment. And as that happens, you see just a very slight purple glow around you, to which the guard is slowly walking towards. He holds a gauntlet out, and after a moment, your invisibility is dispelled. A burglar.
What? Me? No. No. I was just testing your security. Your manager hired me yesterday. It's very well thought out.
Deception check at disadvantage.
That was a good lie.
Oh my god. He might actually succeed.
No. No. No.
Are you sure about that? Because our manager is right there at the desk. And she seems to be quite surprised by this whole turn of events.
That's your fake manager, don't you know? Your real manager actually owns the store. That's who hired me.
Would the Merid hear the glass breaking?
Am I just frozen, or what's going on with my body?
You're under the effects of hold person.
Okay.
But you are able to speak. The man shakes his head, and yes, the Merid would hear this at this point, and at the point of realizing that his greater invisibility has been dispelled, he immediately shoots his hand forward and throws a fog cloud inside the entire building, to which everyone is now blinded.
No!
Can I call out to the mayor to get me out of this?
As you go to speak something, the man clutches his hand and you cannot speak. You are now under the full effects. He grabs you by the scruff of your shirt. Another ruffian. You're coming with me.
We should probably do something.
He walks out of the building. Everyone, by the way, completely taken by surprise by this puff of fog that's just rolling into the building. And as he walks out, the Merid stands there and he's like, "What do I do now?"
I don't know. I'm not involved. Who are you?
No, he's looking at Nyx, who's currently being held by this guy. And you're just standing there looking at this event unfold. Come on. We're going to the palace. You have some questions to answer.
Oh no.
Best laid plans.
Is he walking alone?
And at this point, the man continues walking towards the palace. As a couple of the guards notice that he is holding you, two more accompany him, and they walk off, eventually fading from vision.
Huh.
And that is where we're going to pick it up next week.
That was a good try.
I tried.
You tried so hard.
That was a really good try. That was somewhat of a Lavik situation there.
I respect
so
the balls.
hard.
I respect the balls. I would not have the courage to try that.
We have to go save him now.
Does anybody want the mayor?
Does
Me?
anybody?
He seems to like me.
I'm so upset. My staring contest didn't have a result.
Guys, I got information out of the Merid.
Yeah, you did.
I'm proud of that thought. I probably should have done well, no, he said he's from the water plane. Water plane. So.
I am a golden god.
Fuck you. Nope. So,
I have nothing to help here. Except more fog clouds.
goddamn.
If only I packed invisibility today, I almost did.
Packed invisibility?
Like, prepared it.
Oh, gotcha.
I think of you like spells as like packing equipment for camping.
That's fair. That's accurate.
They're all fucking elves, so suggestion is
You
not useful.
you are in the Moon
I
Elf
know.
capital. Most merchants here, unless they're traveling merchants in the marketplace, are probably going to be Moon Elves. So, like, none of you know what happened. There's fog currently in the middle of the store. The Merit is standing outside waiting for orders. The ultimate cliffhanger.
I'm just sitting. My cliffhanger is that no, what happened to my staring contest?
Well, fog cloud isn't that big. I don't think it'd be outside.
No, it wouldn't. It would basically just take up the entire inside
Yeah,
of
it's
the
a
building.
20-foot radius, which is what you said the shop
Wait,
was.
so I was outside with the guard, or was I inside?
You were inside.
Damn it.
Well, then, yeah.
You would have heard Happy cry out "No!" as their visions are obscured.
Jesus Christ.
She honestly forgot about that Nyx was stealing.
Peleus, with your check, you were not able to find anything in the store relevant to that, but you also know this is a weapons and armor magic item store, not a like trinkets magic item store.
Oh, I didn't know where we are. I heard they were doing magic items. I was like, oh, well, fuck it.
We do know of another place, but we are sort
Yeah.
of preoccupied now.
Yeah. A little bit.
Frederick knows it happened.
Yeah.
That's it. We can't really like quietly get everybody.
And Whisper, also for yours, you did not see anything that would really help with what you were looking for. Again, it would probably be something that would be more in the trinkets store.
Yeah, I kind of figured that.
So we're either gonna have to break it. Oh, he's quiet. He can sneak out.
I mean, we thought that about the stealing too.
Yeah,
I mean, if you give me a day, I could probably get them out.
me too.
I'm a great
Oh,
thief,
yeah.
guys.
To be fair, it probably wasn't your best first mark. But again,
Oh, we
I
could have
respect the
stolen.
balls.
We could have stolen the keys off of one, like anyone.
You could
That would
have.
have been smarter, huh? We're not good
It
at this being
it
bad
was
thing.
It was really that nat one on that Thieves' Tools that really just... Man, that was just a series of unfortunate events.
We just have to kill them, and then I can raise them.
I
That's
don't know
how-
about that.
jeez. Is he gonna be thrown into the dungeon?
Maybe.
Jeez.
Again?
We need bail money.
We have bail money. It's the money we didn't want to spend on the items money.
Oh yeah.
The adventurer's money.
Oh, a halfling that you have. How much is his bail?
Oh, they think he's. Oh God, no.
Well, he's being taken to the palace. I hope.
Yeah, and if he's found out to be a fucking goblin, he'll just be killed. Oh
So
no.
that's why next time we're gonna talk to
Yeah,
Frederick.
next time on. Fuck my life.
Find out next time on Two Worlds United.
The bird.
We don't have a theme song. I wish we had a theme song, but we don't have a theme song.
Go to Fiverr and have one made. There's people who will do that.
Oh, I'm sure.
That'd be fishbowl.
So how'd you like that?
That was funny. That was funny.
Reginald, how do you like your bathing suit?
Dude. You can't see me right now, but I'm doing the okay, good shit sign.
JT, how tilted did that make you?
The goal, I mean, I'm pretty sure you could tell.
I had to go into the bathroom, pee, and then come back. I was so mad. I rage pissed, Steaky. Pissed.
Here's one that says, I will write you a super awesome ukulele song. Let's see, what is this pricing?
I went back and I was watching that. That's why I missed it. Why we weren't in the like a general advocate, whatever. I didn't realize how heavily Travis was laughing.
Oh yeah, dude was fucking yucking it up.
I don't think I've seen it laugh that hard.
So actually, no, you can order this ukulele jingle for $6. In 8 days, we'll have it.
All right.
Let's see what else is there.
Oh fuck! What time is it? Oh fuck! It's 3. I've been up for. How long have I been up?
I woke up at noon.
20 hours?
I hear that, man.
Yeah.
Well, here's one with a 2-day delivery. 30 seconds of instrumental.